You guys ready to do this? Oh, yeah. Stand by, Jim. Here we go.
Want to go first? Call. Let's pray. Yeah.
Stand by. never any doubt. Right, Bucs fans? Fourth quarter, Baker Mayfield does what Baker Mayfield does what he's done here the last 2 years. Did what he's done. Is that a word? He has done it. And we'll get out to the phone calls in just a moment, right? How do we set this table? How do we do this right as your Bucs win another fourth quarter comeback, 38-35 with Baker Mayfield leading the way? Three things. You know them, you love them, you got to have them. By the way, I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time, and of course for you guys, it's your time. Bring the passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. And what I love about this is the fact that there are still Bucs fans on this platform that give up on this team. I get it. The defense hasn't played well. I get that. Defense was optional today for both teams, right? Bucs can't get a stop. You think they're going to get an interception. It looks like Yaya Diaby has an interception there, possibly a touchdown on the 99-yard drive by Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. Hope is all lost at that point, right? No, because you got Baker Mayfield. No, because you got Emeka Egbuka, who is the real deal. I mean, have we come to that conclusion now that Emeka Egbuka is the real deal at this point? Have we come to the conclusion that the Bucs are the cardiac Bucs at this point in 2025? It's never say die for this team, no matter if their defense is not necessarily playing well. And oh, by the way, I love the picture at the end of the game. Two leaders, one on the offensive side of the ball who talked about what? Getting off to a fast start. And they were able to do that today in Baker Mayfield, throwing for over 300 yards, 350 yards of passing. Sterling Shepard, how you doing? Touchdown. Ties the game up. You got to love it. Hugging Levante David, a future Hall of Famer, which, by the way, great job with the Bucs defense in that drive. You need to stop Antoine Winfield Jr. on the blitz. The ball hits Logan Hall, and who's there to get it? The guy who necessarily didn't make the interception early on in this year, right? But Mr. Reliable himself, Levante David. And the Bucs get short field, and they go down and get a field goal by Chase McLaughlin. You've got to love it. You've got to love this Bucs type of football. You really do. With everything that's being said about this team, still being 4-1, with all the injuries on this team, with both sides of the ball, whether you're missing Mike Evans, whether you're missing Jamel Dean and Benjamin Morrison and Bucky Irving, guys step up. Rashard White stepped up today. Big time. 2 touchdowns for him. And once again, when you needed to play from the defensive leader, you get it from Levante David. So open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Live here from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. Once again, I'm your host, Peter Blake, in collaboration with this guy right here, Mr. JP Peterson. We don't kind of got an intro for him, but this is how I feel like the intro should be when Bucs fans give up on this team.
F you, F you, F you, and F you. Peace out. I'm going to go have a Guinness.
Let me go out to Mr. JP Peterson of the JP Peterson Show because, and again, I know you guys want to call in. I got the phone number up here, but we're going to do a little house cleaning, if you will. Ben, what do you say about this? What was there? 3 lead changes there in the second half. You had 3 ties. The defense couldn't get off the field. Sam Darnold looks like an all-star quarterback. Give him credit. Thrown for 4 touchdowns today. I mean, they made plays. They had the other talented wide receiver on the other side of the ball from Ohio State. I mean, goodness gracious. Where do you start here? And again, I go to that picture at the end of the game with Baker Mayfield and Levante David hugging and saying, I got you and I got you. That's what leaders do for their football teams. That's what captains do for their football teams. Once again, welcome to the evolution, my friend.
Yeah, Peter. What a football game and what a team. I mean, these guys, to your point, with all the injuries that you just listed, I thought this would be a low-scoring game. I thought it would be a really tough one for the Bucs to win. So I guess I nailed that one, right?
Yes.
We can't be right all the time. No, it was a tremendous performance by the Buccaneers. And listen, I know the defense wasn't great, but it made plays when they had to, and they had so many opportunities to make plays. Yaya had his hands on the ball that would have ended the game with a pick six down by the goal line. Antoine Winfield had one on a horrible ticky-tack call on Zion McCollum. Do you remember last week how the Eagles corners were literally mugging the Buccaneers receivers downfield the entire time, and nothing was called? And this week, Zion's barely breathing on a guy after 5 yards, and that's a illegal contact. These referees, it can't vary this much from group to group, but another poorly officiated game, as is every game in the NFL now. But and this just points to it. Even when those calls go against you, this team does not get down. They never get down. They're resilient. And this is, to this point of this game, and this is the most important thing. We can bitch about some of the defensive plays. We can certainly bitch about the coverage teams on the kickoff. We can bitch about missing some tackles, no doubt about it. What we can't bitch about is this team doesn't care what the bad calls are, what the bad bounces are. They keep effing fighting, and they know how to win, and they are uber confident that they are going to win. I mean, they're letting a 2-minute warning. They knew they were going to drive that ball and win it. Baker was in complete control. We talked about this, Peter, going into the season. My biggest fear in this, the roster is great. Injuries and game management will hurt this team. It will kill this team's chances of winning a Super Bowl. Now, the injuries have been brutal, yet they still win. The game management has been spectacular. Whether we're going to put Zach Beastline, whatever, whether he gets the credit, whether Bowles gets the credit, the players should get the credit, because Baker was money. Drive after drive after drive. Ibuka was money. Cade Otton showed up today. Tez Johnson showed up today. Rashad White was an effing monster. He said, "No, Bucky, no problem. Watch me go." And the offensive line, I think, did a really, really good job. 1 sack today. So, Charlie and the coaching staff. I think the offensive and defensive coaching staffs, especially the offensive staff today, did a wonderful job in terms of play calling sequences. Wasn't perfect, but they knew the coverages they were going to get, and Baker just got them in the right play, and they absolutely, time after time after time, big third downs, big plays. This team just knows how to win. And when you think about the Kansas City Chiefs, who have been the standard for so long, right? What's their magic? It's Mahomes winning every close game. Now Baker is 4 for 5, and if a couple calls go our way last week, he'd be 5 for 5 in the final few minutes. So listen, and that's what I love about this team. They know how to win. They're uber confident in any situation they can win. And when you win close games like this in the NFL, it doesn't mean you're just getting by and you're getting lucky. It means you're really freaking good. And this team is really freaking good.
Yes, they're really freaking good. And you look at the numbers led by Baker Mayfield here, and this is amazing. 29 for 33, 379 yards, 2 touchdowns. JP, that's 85% completion percentage, and the guy, it just doesn't care. He puts his body out there on the line. How many times have we seen this man? And Jim, hold on a minute. We'll get you on. I know people want to call up. I know they want to talk Bucs football, so stand by. But how many times when you need a scramble to happen for a first or second down, you're able to do that? Turn your radio down, by the way, if you're going to call up on the show here. Stand by. Hold on. Stand by. When you need when you need a play and on third down or fourth down, especially a third down play, he's able to put his body out there in the line. How many times have we seen him scramble? And then just some magnificent throws when he's able to get the time to a Mecca Iboka. And by the way, this guy is not the offensive rookie of the year. There needs to be an investigation upon epic proportions.
I hope you all bet on that before the season, by the way, and got it was plus 700. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
All right,
he's tremendous.
Yeah, he is. All right, let's go out to the phone lines here. We had Jim. Jim, call back. We'll go out to Trevor here. Trevor from Georgia. Bucs are 4-1. They defeat the Seattle Seahawks 38-35. Yours truly, along with the great JP Peterson. Go ahead. Go.
Gentlemen, how y'all doing today?
I don't know. I mean, this edition of the Sports Web in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show is brought to you by Tums, because you definitely would have to have heartburn and just cardiac arrest. But these are the cardiac Bucs of 2025. Yeah. It's just amazing.
I tell you, Peter, hey, I don't know if I'm going to survive the rest of this season. I think I'm going to go to the doctor tomorrow and get an appointment, because they're going to have to put me on some type of medication this year.
Man. Yeah.
Because, that was an exciting game. And granted, it wasn't defensively, wasn't our best game. And then I know that kickoff coverage was, a lot to be desired there. But
sure.
Take that out of the game. I love the way we fought. And, even, the defense at the end, like, credit Todd Bowles for calling that blitz and was able to create a turnover on that last possession Seattle had. I will say the refs screwed us on that interception from Antoine Winfield.
Yep.
He jammed him with 5 yards, and then you clearly saw him release the receiver once he got past those 5 yards. That was a terrible call.
It was.
It was terrible. And I was like, if we lose this game, that was going to be my excuse right there.
That was a huge call. Terrible call.
Yeah, terrible call. And again, the Bucs are able to overcome it. And even with their defensive deficiencies, what I love the fact is when Levante David needs to make a play, when your defensive leader needs to make a play, when your defensive captain of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, future Hall of Famer, needs to make a play, he makes the play and gives the opportunity to that Bucs offense, and Baker does the rest. And I love that scene when they're both hugging on the sideline like, I got you, dog. And I got you, and that's what it has to be about. It really does. They both have to play, better complementary football. The offense definitely picked them up, but again, when the defense need to make a play, they make the damn.
They did it. They made two.
Yes,
one got called back, and the other one was good. So
yep. All right. What else, Trev?
Nothing, man. I'm gonna let you talk to the rest of the callers out there. Go Bucs. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, he said go Bucs. So when you say go Bucs, we go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy.
Todd Bowles definitely wasn't excited about the defense. I think he's excited about the win.
It's exciting.
It is.
Yeah!
And of course. All right, open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Let's go back to Ibuka. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll get back to Ibuka in just a moment. Let's go out to this guy.
Damn it, Jim, what the hell is the matter with you?
Jim, welcome to the Evolution. You're on with yours truly, along with the great JP Peterson. Go.
What a game, JP.
I'm telling you.
Coaching, JP.
Well, listen, listen. JP is not all over Todd Bowles. JP's been fair when it comes to.
We can't talk about him no more. He's doing his stuff.
I mean, any Bucs fan at this point talking about Todd Bowles just doesn't get it and just doesn't understand that this team, even with their backs against the wall, will play for this man. They will play for him. And talk about the defense and they've had injuries and it's no excuse. And it was just a bad defensive effort. And even Todd Bowles would tell you. But they're still playing for him. They're still finding a way to win. And that's what good teams do. That's what they do, my friend.
I love the fight. They fighting, and they don't stop fighting.
Nope.
It was both teams' 50th anniversary. We the real 50. The real 50th anniversary.
Well, they're definitely the real 50th anniversary team today. And by the way, I love those uniforms. I mean, anybody hates the creamsicle and white. I mean, what are you talking about? We had some exciting games there with the Jets. And again,
those are the best uniforms we have, without question.
I agree. I agree. I completely
agree. Hey, man, the referees, y'all, they got to stop that.
Well, it's what they do. You can't even touch a quarterback, JP. Jim, thanks a lot for the call, man.
Michael LaRue, I don't know if you put that comment up.
Yeah. Well, what did Michael LaRue say here? Go ahead, put it up.
He said, no, if I can't, I don't know if it'll work if I could do it. No, I can't do it.
Okay.
He said no sacks for the Bucs defense today. The Bucs have only 2 sacks from the edge rushers through 5 games. Not good. That's true. Also, Dave Anglin said terrible roughing the passer call on Logan Hall. He pulled up and held Darnold from falling. What else can you do? That was another terrible call.
Yeah, it was.
Terrible. You can't, I mean, there's no way he can stop himself, and he didn't even land on the guy. The officiating in this league is at an all-time low. It's at an all-time low.
Yep, it is. All right, Johnny from Tallahassee. Johnny, what do you got in your mind tonight? Your Bucs are 4-1.
Man, 4-1. Let's go Bucs.
Yeah, let's go Bucs. Absolutely.
Man, just the summing of the season so far, man. You know, you come into the season, you see us barely winning games, and you know we got a good offense. You got everybody clicking, but you know, when are we going to see the stride in our offense? And this was the game. I think last week's loss against Philly, man, I think it really was a big eye-opener for our offense. And, you know, just trying to get early points on the board was a big deal. Getting that first lead, first quarter points always is putting you ahead.
Johnny,
this was textbook offense.
Well,
textbook.
It was textbook offense, and you mentioned this, Johnny, and let me go out to you, JP. It was emphasis after the game with Baker saying, you know, we get off to slow starts. We got to stop doing that. We're better than this. When are we going to start doing it? And even though you set up for a field goal, it's a huge momentum shift because we've seen this team on the road, even though they're pulling off wins in the fourth quarter, get off to slow starts. That's a big momentum shift there when you get off to a good start. And of course, we've seen that offense today, especially in the second half, take off. And it goes back to Ibuka, a rookie, and it goes back to Tez Johnson. And it also goes back to Jason Light, as he's not the sixth best general manager in the National Football League. He may be
he's the best.
No, the second. You get two rookies that go over 100 receiving yards. That's amazing. That's amazing contributions. You don't expect from a seventh-round pick in Tez Johnson, the kind of impact he made today. From Ibuka, Bucs fans moaning and bitching about drafting. Oh, we got too many wide receivers on this team. They know what they're doing. Trust Jason Light. Trust him as a great general manager.
I mean, this was a great rookie game for all of our rookies. I mean, when it comes to saying, okay, who are we going to hand the game football to?
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's the whole team. Rookie showed up, Otten showed up. Everybody, just all of our secondary being out, Evans and Bucky Irving, you know, to come in and play that well, putting points on the board, consecutive touchdown drives back to back. It really showed a strong core in our secondary, and our rookies on the team have really stepped up this game. And it goes to show you that we got a bright future on this offense.
They do got a bright future on the offense. Johnny, I appreciate the call. Use that second one. All right, my friend?
Yes, sir.
All right. Bucs. Yeah, go Bucs. He said it. Go Bucs.
Yeah, Tez had 4 catches for, 69 today?
Yeah.
59 yards.
Yes.
And Ibuka 7 for 163. Unbelievable performance by him. And defensively, don't forget, you know, they were without Benjamin Morrison, who they're really counting on to be one of their top corners, and Jamel Dean, and, of course, Cansey, and Christian Izien also. You're down basically 4 starters on defense. And, you know, that's tough, especially against a really good Seattle offense. And that is a really good Seattle offense. They've got, Smith and Jigba is top 5 receiver in this league. Darnold's having a hell of a year. Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, their tight end, obviously, is Barner's way better than I thought. Cooper Kupp, had affected the game. So this is a really, really good Seattle offense. You were down a bunch of starters, but you made the plays to win the game. And that's, that's what matters on defense. They had to stop them in the end, and they did it twice. One got called back and the other one counted. So there you go.
Yep. All right, let's go back out to the comments here.
Peter, I'm gonna let you take the calls because everybody wants to talk about it. You've heard from me. We'll be back on tomorrow, 10 to 12 at the JP Peterson Show. You know where to find us each and every Monday through Friday. YouTube, Facebook, WATB on Facebook, the JP Peterson Show Facebook, and Twitter as well at the JP Peterson Show. Go Bucs. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the show, Peter. Fantastic job from you and the callers.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. The great JP Peterson. Again, 10 a.m. to 12 noon every day. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Catch him. He's got it all locked in. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right. So there you go. So the phone lines are open. I definitely want to hear what you have to say today about your Bucs being 4-1. Baker Mayfield. Can we just start there? How tremendous of a quarterback has he been for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team? Can we talk about it enough? I think, this kind of goes back to what Tom Brady in 2020. how many times, how many shows did we say, how enamored were we with Tom Brady talking about how great he is? I think you could put Baker Mayfield like in that same breath at this point. As crazy as that sounds, what he's been able to do for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in his short career has been just amazing. All right, let's go out to the phone lines here. What's your name? Where you're calling from? You're on the Sports Web in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show.
Hey, Peter, it's Broadway.
What's going on, Broadway? How you feeling today, my friend?
We are 4-1. We have injuries.
Yes, you do. Yes,
we have things to overcome, but I don't want to hear about our defense anymore. Hey, came up and they counted. That's Baker Mayfield's back.
Yeah.
We are a family. We are a team. We work together and we overcome with adversity.
That's it. You overcome adversity. Isn't that the sign of a good team? I mean, we could sit here and talk about close wins, pretty victories, but a win is a win. And this was just an old-fashioned shootout today, right?
Yes. And I want to say, Baker Mayfield, I wish people would give him more credit and the offense more credit.
Well, listen, Scott, Broadway, if he continues to have this type of play, 85% completion percentage, 379 yards, 2 touchdowns, once again, no interceptions, people are going to start talking about Baker Mayfield, and it's not just going to be national media about how great he is. It's going to be about MVP type of talk here, which he should be in contention, because if you don't have Baker Mayfield with the large assortment of injuries that you've had on the offensive line, at the wide receiving position, on the defensive line, across this whole team, and with him to keep it together, that's MVP type of conversation. Broadway, anything else?
The other thing, we've adjusted on injuries, and this coaching staff has adjusted on injuries.
Yep.
I think we've got a good coaching staff. I think we've got a good defensive captain and offensive captain. And I think even with our second string, we can get the job done. And we proved it tonight.
Yeah.
And I think the orange and white creamsicle curse has been done away with.
It left it. It's nonsense. It's all it is. It's a uniform. Broadway, appreciate the call. Use the second one if you want to, okay?
I will.
All right.
I will, most definitely.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Let's go out to Alex here. Yes, go Bucs. He says go Bucs. He says go Bucs. There you go. Let's go out to the phone lines. Alex, welcome to the Evolution in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show here live from Tampa Joe's. Go.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on,
buddy? Doing good, bud. It's another great win. But listen, I want to talk to you for a few minutes. I want everybody to stop and realize what an incredible adversity win that this was here tonight.
Huge.
Dude, people are still forgetting. You're missing several key pieces, and you have to tip your cap off to Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
And you know how hard it is to find out midweek that Bucky Irving, close to midweek, that Bucky Irving is going to be out, and people think it's so easy to change your entire offensive scheme going into that game midweek.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. It's
so
not.
You have to tip your cap off to the next man up. That is the biggest thing about Buccaneer football, and that's with any sport. You're a good team when you can say, the guy behind me is going to step up because I know that right now I'm at a time where I'm got hurt, and I'm going to trust the guy behind me because I know that he's going to pick me up.
Yep.
So this was a great pick-me-up win when a lot of people did not think we were going to pull off this win.
Yeah.
And I honestly wasn't honest with you. If you were asking me if we were going to come out with this win, I would tell you no, just because of the amount of pieces, that we're missing. And people think it's so easy. And again, when Bucky Irving was announced that he was going to be out, again, it is not easy to just flip your entire offensive scheme and say it's going to be easy to do that.
Yeah,
so
hats off to the Bucs, and again, Rashad White, 14 carries, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, it's not great numbers, but you're getting it done. And when you put him in that situation where you're asking for a touchdown and you give him the ball, he's able to go in for that touchdown. He's not fumbling the ball. He's not putting the ball out on the ground. When you need Tez Johnson, who's a 7th-round pick, to go out there and perform, and he's giving you 4 catches for 59 yards. And I'm telling you right now, he's like one step away from just breaking out. I mean, this kid gets into space. Look out. He's got legit speed, and that's what you need. That's what you need on this offense. And again, I just tell people, just keep on watching this team. I get it. It hasn't been pretty. It's been, disappointing because you lose all these guys. But once you get back all these players in the fold, how much better is your offense going to be?
That's what's so incredible.
How much better are these players going to be with all the reps that you weren't expecting them to get? Like an Ibuka. Did you think you were going to depend on him as your number one wide receiver? Well, guess what? He looks like a number one wide receiver for this team. 7 catches, 163, 1 touchdowns, and some beautiful
absolutely
deep shots
incredible
from Baker Mayfield and him. The connection has been amazing. Everything you throw his way, he's catching it. He doesn't play like a rookie. He's playing like a Mike Evans. He has that. He has that same type of rookie impact, if you will, as an Evans did in his rookie year. That was my opinion at the beginning of the year, and that's my opinion now, and I'm sticking to it.
And like I said, Peter, and for all the Bucs out here, all the Bucs fans out there, you're 4-1. You almost came back and beat the Eagles last week.
Yep.
You're 4-1, and you're missing so many key pieces, and you still look damn good.
Yes.
Is it pretty? No. Is it top tier? No. But imagine this team with all these key pieces back. Imagine with Mike Evans healthy again, Bucky Irving again, the entire offensive line, some key pieces that might be able to come back halfway through the season. You're 4-1, and your sky is the limit right now.
Yeah.
So if you're a Bucs fan, you are very happy with this win on a very long road trip. It's very hard to hop on a plane and go over 2,000-3,000 miles away and prep yourself for a week on top of the injuries. So last thing I want to add, 2 things. Hats off to Todd Bowles for his incredible hard work to not only deal with the injuries, and people think it's so easy, and it's not.
Well,
it's not easy when you're missing so many key weapons going in and out every week. Hats off to Chris Godwin. Yes, Chris Godwin has had a couple rough starts in my opinion, but he's going to turn it around. He's still there. His presence is there.
3 catches for 26 yards and a big 3rd down catch, and in big 3rd down catches, a couple big 3rd down catches, and that was what Godwin was used for in this offense as a 3rd down guy. When you need a catch to secure that 1st down, he's there on 3rd down. So it's going to take him a couple games, but be patient, Bucs fans, because you got a couple of rookies here that are setting the table here.
Last thing, I want to say one more thing before I go, and you're going to laugh.
Sure.
Guess whose jersey I went out and bought at halftime?
Who'd you buy?
I bought Emeka Ibuka because he's a star and he's already a leader, in my opinion. He led this offense, and I love his attitude. I love his vibe, and I think he's going to be a Mike Evans 2.0. I had to get his jersey, and I'm so impressed. And hats off to Jason Langford, such an incredible draft pick, because a lot of you Bucs fans, don't you dare lie, thought it was the dumbest pick. And how huge has he been, especially with Mike Evans going down? Hats off to Ibuka. Hats off to the Bucs in general for an incredible win. Now we're going to come home next week. Got some time, hopefully get some guys healthier. I don't know the extent of Bucky Irving's injury.
According to Adam Schefter, he's going to be out next week because he's got a shoulder injury. So once again, it's going to be Rashad White. It's going to be Sean Tucker in that role, and they're going to have to figure it out. But listen, I think anybody who says they can't do it, they can't figure this out with the injuries and whatever else they've had happen to this team this year.
If you were not impressed with today's win, again, on the road against a very tough Seattle 3-1 team who was hot going into this week, you're not a fan. I'm just being honest with you, because what I saw today was one of the most resilient Buccaneer teams I've seen in a while. So listen, Peter, great job, my man. I promise you that The next road game, I'm headed to the Tampa Joe's to buy you a drink. Everybody wish my boy Peter a happy late birthday. Peter, I know your birthday was on Friday. Happy birthday, bro. I love you, dude. I appreciate all the hard work that you do, and keep doing what you do. And I promise you, when I see you, I got something for you, just for you.
All right, my friend. I'm holding you to it. I'm holding you all Bucs fans to that.
Got you, buddy.
Good
Eagle job. Fans, go Bucs.
Yes, absolutely. Go Bucs. He says, go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
Yeah!
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
Oh, absolutely. It is exciting, Todd.
How about them Bucs, baby? Fire the cannon.
Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Live here from Tampa Joe's, 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. For all your away watch parties here when it comes to your Tampa Bay Buccaneers and your USF Bulls, but especially for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what do you think about your Tampa Bay Buccaneers? 38-35 over the Seattle Seahawks. Let's go out to these comments, and we'll get back to the phone lines in just a moment. LFG Bucs, how about that B-Day win for Pete? Absolutely exactly what I wanted. The Bulls win, the Bucs win. The Seminoles, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Let's go out to Eric here. Victory Sunday, LFG Bucs win. Baker Magic Emeka is a real dog. Absolutely he is.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to Eric. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Ben Parrish, LFG, great win. It was. Let's go out to Broadway. Let's go Bucs. Let's go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Yeah! How about them Bucs, baby? Fire the cannon.
All right, good stuff there, Broadway. Appreciate it. Fire the cannons. We shall.
Fire the cannon.
Let's go out to Van House Live. Bucs win. Fire the cannons when you get on air.
Fire the cannon.
There you go. Right there is the great Gene Deckerhoff would say. They are on the radio call. Crucial win, says Mike. Absolutely. Wow, what a win, says Tim. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to Shane Robertson. Let's go Bucs. Let's go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Yeah! How about them Bucs, baby? Fire the cannon.
All right, 4-1. Absolutely good stuff there. Nick says no sweat defense. Thank you, Baker. And offense. And once again, Levante David coming through. All right, let's go out to the phone lines. What's your name? Where you're calling from? You're on the Evolution.
What's up, Peter? This is Tristan.
Tristan, my buddy, what's going on, boss? How you doing? What'd you think of this big-time Bucs win today? Once again, in the fourth quarter, Baker Mayfield doing what he does best, leading this team back in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts?
Well, I had to go into a dark room and just breathe for a second. Very pattern breathing to avoid this heart attack they tried to give me.
You're trying to have a heart attack on me, Tristan. Hang in there, man. The season's still long. We got a lot more of these. Hopefully they're a little bit not as close, if you will, but you take them all day long. I'm with you. I'm sitting here at Tampa Joe's. I got Sun Devil Dave. I got my friend here, and we're watching the game, and we're sitting back here with bated breath. And he's telling me Baker's got it. And I'm like, I know Baker's got it. I know, but can the defense make a stop? And when they're able to tie that game up with Sterling Shepard, you're like, okay, defense, it's your time to shine. And sure enough, a blitz by Todd Bowles, Antoine Winfield Jr., another captain of this team, the deflection by Logan Hall, and Levante David makes the play. And how many times, Tristan, have we seen Bucs defenders not make the play? We saw it today with Zion McCollum in the first half. You have an opportunity to make a 100-yard interception. You pat the ball down. You get the pass break up, but you should make that interception because it's different. And then, of course, Seattle goes in for the touchdown there, which gives the momentum in that second half. But we've seen it time in and time out with this Bucs team. Levante David against the Texans. Have an opportunity to make an interception. You're not able to do it. Today was not the day Levante David made the play.
Peter, last week I told you during the L, I said, this does not feel that bad.
Right?
It feels different.
Yes.
And like this week, when the adversity hit, because the prior to the last drive, when the Broncos scoring drive, I was like, damn, we have a trash-ass pass rush, man. Like, where's the pass rush coming from?
Yep.
Then, with a minute left, they get the ball back. I'm like, man, not again. Here we go. lightning is going to strike in the opposite direction. I saw my boy Todd Bowles call the most beautiful blitz I've seen all season. And I was like, he was blitzing out of time. You know what? And like, you can cute me say, I'm like, I can't believe this fool is blitzing right now. Because we barely blitzed all game.
Yep.
And the blitz got there, Peter. The blitz hit home.
Yep.
Man, when I tell you I lost it because I knew if Baker got his hands on that ball again, woe be damned to anybody in the way of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And I think a lot of people thought in Baker and the offensive lineman thought they were going to go for 2 when they get the touchdown to Shepard because the defense had their struggles, and they decide, you know what, to kick the extra point with Chase McLaughlin because they have confidence. They have confidence in that defense will make a play. So I think that's big. I think it could have been critical if you don't go for 2 at that point. And you tie it up, and Seattle's able to go down. And look, Seattle played well today. Sam Darnold played well. I mean, you look at his numbers overall. You look at him, 28 for 34, 341, 4 touchdowns, but the 1 interception at the end, including a 99-yard drive where the punter, Riley Dixon, a great punt. It means a lot. Special teams was a mixed bag. I mean, it's not necessarily great, that's for sure, especially when you're getting a 50-yard kickoff return, which shortens the field for that Seattle offense.
Peter, it was poetic justice, baby. You know what I mean? Every good hero needs a redemption arc, man.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what I mean? The kicker, the punter got his redemption arc. And listen, I want to say something because I said it last year, and people looked at me like I was crazy. And I guess they may have thought it was a joke, but I said it last year, and now that seed is bearing fruit. And I told people, I say, in Baker we trust.
Yep.
This team goes as far as Baker can take us. When Baker, as we've seen today, when Baker is on the 10, mistake-free football, which was the difference in last week's game, and we win the football game, and we won every football game where Baker stepped up and Baker does what Baker does. It's been beautiful to see all year because it's not an aha gotcha moment or anything like that. There is no football team in the National Football League that would not say if with 2 minutes left to go and the ball is in your quarterback hands, that should be tell you everything you need to know about football. You want that opportunity and you want that chance for that guy, the guy that you pay all the money to go out there and do what he's paid to do. And Baker so far has not turned down the ticket.
No.
Right now, between him, Dak Prescott, those are the 2 MVPs in my book right now. And Josh Allen can be up there, but his numbers is paltry in comparison to the great Baker Mayfield.
Well, I agree with you on that. And look at Josh Allen with the weapons that he has, and look at the Buffalo Bills. Do they have the injuries, the assortment of injuries that this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team has had, where you lose Mike Evans, where you lose Chris Godwin, when you lose Tristan Wirfs at the beginning of the year, and still you have a quarterback that does everything he can do, makes all the throws, has the scrambling ability. Is he the most athletic? Of course not. He'll tell you he's not the most athletic. But when you need a 3rd down conversion, he's able to get it. When you need to put his body out there on the line on the 4th down, he did it against Houston in the 4th quarter. He did it today. When you need big throws, when he gets the time to throw it from the pocket, how beautiful was that throw to Emeka Egbuka? How beautiful was that? How beautiful was it to see him get time and make time and throw the ball deep to Egbuka? I believe it was like 55 yards there. If you throw it in stride because Egbuka is waiting for it, it most likely is a touchdown. But that's what you have here in this quarterback. Say whatever you want to about the turnovers, and he's improved on that this year. He's definitely improved on it. I think the offense has gotten better. As crazy as that sounded, the beginning of the year, Liam Cohen.
It don't sound that.
Right.
Now the run game is we something to be desired.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah, all the flavor. The berry need a little bit more. It should have stayed on the vine a little bit longer. But he's not abandoning the run. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
And that part to me, every now and again you'll hit one. You know what I mean? You'll see Rashad White bust one for 11 yards. You know what I mean? But if Baker can play mistake-free football, dude, or even if he makes a mistake, I'm not going to put pressure and say the man has to play perfect day in, day out. But if he just goes out there, it goes back to the old Bill Belichick ethos. Just do your job. And Baker's been doing his damn job. And not only has he been doing his damn job, he's been doing it damn well, too.
I agree, man.
You know,
I completely agree. 85%. Look at these numbers, my friend. 29 for 33, 379, 2 touchdowns, 85% completion percentage with 2 touchdowns, over 300 passing yards, 350 passing yards. It's amazing. This is amazing numbers today, and he came out hot. He came out to prove something. He's not just a guy that's going to talk the talk. He's going to walk the walk, and he did that at the beginning of the first quarter where you set the tone, where you come out all week where the emphasis is to get off to a good start, and you get off to a good start. That's what this Bucs offense needs to do, and it was led by Mayfield today. Anything else, Tristan?
It was another thing that stood out to me at the end of the game that I don't think people were paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
There was a moment at the end of the game where Baker Mayfield and Levante Davis was over there talking.
Yes.
And you couldn't read the lips or nothing like that because it was a side shot, but you can tell. And that tells me something which is often overlooked in the great game of football, is that when a team comes together, when adversity strikes, see, last year when adversity hit, we kind of got the finger pointing, you know what I mean? It's the defense, it's the offense, it's this, it's that. But when you see the leaders of both sides of the ball at the very end of a game, a live football game, they're over there and they're conversing. That tells me that that's a team coming together right there. And as we all know, anytime we've seen a team come together in this game, and we see both sides of the ball not pointing fingers at each other, but going up to each other and saying, "Good damn job, my friend." That's what we get out this Buccaneers team.
Tristan, that's absolutely what I took out of the end of the game, seeing them hug on the sideline. Let me go ahead and run, but you're exactly right. Appreciate the call. Use the second call if you want to, okay?
For sure.
All right, man. Good stuff there. Open phone lines. I know you're trying to call in. Try to call in. We'll try to read all your comments. Facebook stars are open. If you love the content, give to it. If you love what's on YouTube right now, YouTube Super Chats are on the line. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake, here live from Tampa Joe's as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers move to 4-1. How sweet is it in the fourth quarter there? Let's go out to some of our callers here. We'll get back to the comments in a moment. I know this man wants to use his second call, so we'll go out to him, see if we can get him on, and then we'll get out to the rest of the callers here in just a moment. Yes, I do call people back. I want to make sure you get your calls in here. So he's not getting his call in, so we'll try somebody else at this point. Let's see there. Let's go with him. Let's see if we can get him on the line, and we'll get back to it. We'll read your comments once again here. What's your name? Where you're calling from? You're on the Evolution.
Peter, what is up?
What's going on, Jeremy?
What a game!
I'm telling you. I mean, was there ever any doubts? And again, I know there's Bucs fans out there who hit me up in my inbox, who have all kinds of, and I think they do it on purpose because they think it's going to go the reverse way, and it does. It absolutely does. But the defense wasn't great. It was a high-scoring affair. But honestly, is there any doubt with the offensive weapons led by Baker Mayfield that you thought this team was not necessarily just going to come back but win the game in the fourth quarter? Honestly. Stand by for a moment. Let me put you on hold really quick.
Yeah.
All right. Abraham, you got to wait.
Hey, Peter.
Abraham, you got to wait. We got Jeremy on the line. We got Jeremy on the line. No, we'll finish up with him, and then we'll come out to you. All right, Jeremy, go ahead. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Emeka Egbuka, what a stud!
I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
People question Jason Lion with his draft picks the last few years. Wow, the man's number one. He stepped up, did what he needed to do, did his job. But you can't go on with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield has been a stud.
Yep.
I was like, holy smokes! I was at Disney. My daughter turned 14 a couple of days ago. And when we got home, I made sure we got home right when the Bucs game started. And I was like, it's going to be the type of game where I'm probably going to have a heart attack, but God forbid if I do. And look what happened.
Yeah.
Usually, if real Bucs fans know, you can go ask any Bucs fan you want. Every other game we've been to in the late 2000s, we would lose this game. And look what happened.
Yep.
We came in. Levante David with the clutch. How about the pick? Like Levante David was due for an interception. and he finally came through.
That's a defensive leader. That's what a defensive leader does.
Exactly.
That's what it comes down to.
We bend, we don't break.
Right.
We bend and don't break.
Right.
Yes, the defense wasn't at their best today, but look what they had to work with.
Yep.
You know, without Benjamin Morrison, without Jamal Dean, they went with Vildor. They went with
seen him a couple times on Jackson Smith and the Jigba. That's a mismatch nightmare at the end of the day. That's not a good matchup, but that's where the Bucs are at when it comes to the injury situation at this point.
And don't sleep on Cooper Kupp, because Cooper Kupp is a Buck killer. You and I both know that.
Yeah, I know.
Cooper Kupp is a Buck killer.
Yep.
And the fact that Levante came with an interception in the clutch time when we needed him to.
Yep.
Excuse me. We went, finished the game. Bucs are 4-1. I'm ecstatic. Let's effing go.
Yes, that's how you end the call, my friend. Appreciate the call. Use the second one if you want to, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. He said, "Go Bucs, go Bucs."
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
Go Bucs. Yeah! Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Oh, Bucs. Open phone line 727-255-0391. Let's go out to Trevor from Georgia using your second call. What's on your mind today? Bucs are 4-1.
Yeah. I was too excited to really talk the first go around. But calm down since then. Okay. I know how you feel, my friend. I know how you feel. You know, I just had to, I really got to figure out, I think I need to get on some type of medication for the rest of the season. I realized, okay, this type of season we're going to have.
Yes.
I should probably go to the doctor and see what they can prescribe me. But,
yes. Well, you've got Baker Mayfield. That's what the prescription is. Baker Mayfield. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I just wanted, after, really just looking at the game and just watching it, I know you didn't ask for game balls, nothing like that, but
sure,
I'm gonna give my, obviously Emeka Egbuka was outstanding as usual. It's not, it's almost like it's an expectation at this point.
Yeah.
Baker, he played well today too. Shout out to him. He was clutch when he made plays when they needed to be made. Levante David, stepping up, making that interception at the very end, against those Seattle Sea Pigeons.
Yes.
But my two game balls are two unsung heroes of this game. There's two guys that I think really stepped up when the team really needed them.
Okay.
One is Rashad White. I think he did an outstanding job today.
Yep.
I think he ran the ball really well. He blocked the protection. If you watch some of those pass plays when he had to stay in and help with the pass protection.
They don't usually blitz a lot, but they tried to blitz a lot, and you're exactly right. You saw number one with the pass protection, and that's important. And people will say it's not really important. It is important because it protects your quarterback, and it also gives your quarterback that opportunity to scale the pocket and scramble and look for those plays, which you saw Cade Otton also be a big part of. We can't forget Cade Otton coming back home there, wanting to be productive, and he was productive today. Had some big catches also. So you're exactly right. Rashad White not only just running the ball, because I know those numbers are nothing to write home about, but also with the pass protection. That's why I find it comical when there are Bucs fans in the offseason. Well, you got Bucky Irving, so trade Rashad White. Well, there's a reason why Rashad White is on this team, because he can do the three facets of what you want a running back to do. He can run with some patience. He doesn't turn over the ball. He pass protects. He catches the ball consistently. That's the reason why you have to have him around. You have to have at least 2 to 3 good running backs these days in the National Football League. NFL means not for long. And if you go down and miss a running back, you have to have a guy to step up, and White did that today. Stand by, Trevor here. Hold on a sec here. Stand by.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go out to Curtis. Curtis, stand by. We'll finish up with Trevor. Abraham, I also see you, but stay on hold, okay?
Yep.
All right. Stay on hold. Trevor, go ahead and finish up, my friend.
Yeah, I think he was good in the passing game as well. Whenever Baker needed a quick dump off, that was a short extension of what the run was.
Right.
But my other game ball goes to Tez Johnson. He stepped up and made some plays today.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about Mike Evans. We're going to feel the effect of Mike Evans, and rightfully so. I mean, he's been our number one for so long. But shout out to the young fella out there going out there making plays today. I think he stepped up. Whenever Baker called his number, he was ready and was willing to make those plays, and he made them today. So shout out to him.
Yep.
And then Cade Otton, he especially in the first half, Cade Otton was gashing that Seattle defense.
Yep.
And so it was really just a true, complete team win. I know, like, we had some things to work on. I wasn't too thrilled about the kickoff coverage.
Nope.
They had a couple. They got us a couple times on that kickoff coverage. We got to be better there.
Yes, well, you have Chase McLaughlin making the saving tackle, which is what you don't want to do, especially with how valuable McLaughlin has been. You don't want him to make that final tackle because either you're going to, A, have an injury, or B, it's a long return. That you've got to improve the special teams. I will say it was a mixed bag because, once again, McLaughlin was money when it came down to it. When you need a field goal to win the game, he's able to do that. When you need field goals, he's able to put them through. The first 2 field goals at the first half, they come to mind. And then also the splendid punts by Riley Dixon. Yes, I'm talking about a punter who was under fire, who, they brought in 2 punters this week, and you know what? They decided to put a fire under you-know-what, and he came out and did what he needed to do, especially with that punt there, even though Seattle takes it 99 yards. More times than not, that's what you want to do to the opposing offense. You give your defense an opportunity there to put them in better field position, and it means a lot there. So hopefully the defense can improve. Never a good thing when the defense goes 99 yards. Terrible optic. But you know what? Bucs are able to overcome that. So it was a mixed bag for me today when it comes to special teams. Trevor, anything else, my friend? We're going to get out to Curtis.
Yeah, one more thing, and then I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Next week we play San Francisco. If we beat them, I really think we can pull away with this division at an early race.
I agree.
I really feel like if we can come back home, and take care of business against San Francisco, I think we're going to get rolling. So shout out to you, Peter. Happy birthday! I hope you had an incredible birthday.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate
have
you.
Have fun with the rest of these Bucs fans, and let's go, baby. Go Bucs.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. He said, "Go Bucs, go Bucs."
Wait up, little boy.
He said, "Go Bucs." All right, we'll see you on Monday night on the Evolution, my friend. All right, all right. Let's get out to Curtis. Curtis, what do you have to say, my friend? Your Bucs 4-1 in thrilling fashion once again. The cardiac Bucs of 2025. You got to love it, my friend, right? Welcome to the Evolution.
Man, you know what? I'm starting to believe it ain't Buccaneer football if we ain't on the edge of our seat.
We are on the edge of our seats. They definitely keep us entertained, do they not? Are you not entertained? I mean, I think we would all love a 23-6 win sometime. But you'll take a fourth quarter shootout, if you will, 38-35 win all day long.
Absolutely.
All right.
Listen. Oh man, Peter, I have to call you back. My daughter's calling.
All right, my friend. You give me a call back when you do that. That happens sometimes. Priorities. Let's go out to this guy who's been trying to call in. We'll get him on the line, and we'll continue to read your comments. I promise. We'll read all the comments that are out here. Abraham, what's on your mind?
What's up, Peter? I'm going to keep it short because my battery's low, but like I said, it's going to be a close game, and just like I said, it's going to be Rashad White's going to be a difference maker. People are sleeping on him because everybody. I just don't get the whole thing about Buck. I mean, they're all sold on Bucky. Yeah, Bucky's good, but you need more than one running back to win in this NFL. Okay, because people do get hurt. What are you going to do when your best guy gets hurt? You got to have a couple of guys behind him, and Rashad White stepped up. And kudos to Lavonte. Okay, go ahead. What do you got to say?
No, I mean, you're exactly right. I agree with you on that. Kudos to that running back room, especially White was stepping up, getting those 2 touchdowns there that give you the opportunity to stay with Seattle. And then on top of it, not putting the ball on the ground, which we've seen White do last year and those critical situations. And the clock management by Todd Bowles was splendid, especially at the end of the game. And shout out to White because we didn't talk about this, but he has an opportunity to go in and score on that third down play. And immediately he has the IQ, the football IQ, because that's what you got to have on the field, especially when it comes to those matchups, to go down, run clock, and put yourself in winning position for that field goal. He could have easily scored on that, but he selfishly, not selfish, but
selflessly.
Yes, it's easy for me to say that as it's been a long day. Goes down there and kneels down, and then at that point, it's running the clock, setting it up for Chase McLaughlin for the winning field goal.
One more person I got to say who's the unsung hero is Cade Otton, okay?
Absolutely.
He's coming back home to Seattle, okay? He sacrificed being a receiver for blocking to help out with the offensive line and all the injuries. And he had a couple of really good catches. One, I think he ran over somebody, jumped over somebody. That was a first down catch.
Yeah.
So, look, this team is going to be extremely dangerous. I guarantee you that once everybody gets healthy. And if we can get at least a couple of victories before the bye week, I feel good about it because we're not going to have the kind of we dig ourselves out of the hole like the last 2 years. We're going to have a really solid team going to the playoffs that can probably hang with anybody.
Yep.
And with the grit that Baker and the team has adopted that personality, I think they can beat anybody. They can. And the Eagles game, they shot them something. They gave the Eagles that game.
Yeah.
And they made all these mistakes, and this game was that close. So I feel like they can hang with anybody. I know that they're looking for revenge against the Niners because the Niners beat them. And Joey Bosa is out.
Well, Nick Bosa is out, not Joey.
Yeah, Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa's out.
Yep.
So I see them looking for revenge against the Niners, and they want to win one for the home crowd. And I went to that game last year. I'm not going next Sunday. I'm like the two games in the sun just mentally drain me.
Well,
it's
a 4:25 game, and we'll see if it rains or not. If you have any delay at that point, but I know a lot of Bucs fans are happy it's going to be a 4:25 game.
And plus, I got sick of sitting around all these Eagles fans, assholes. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but
okay.
Total jerks.
Yeah.
They don't know how to behave when they come to our stadium.
They do not,
and they act like they own the place. I'm like, and it's like, you know what? I want to get the Eagles in the playoffs, and I definitely want to get the Commanders in the playoffs.
Well,
so
you got to do me a favor. Next time we got an away game, you got to get out to Tampa Joe's because the Eagle fans were here, and it's a stronghold. But we're trying to change that here with all the away watch parties. So I need Bucs fans like yourself, Bucs fans like Curtis. I'll give you a call back. All you Bucs fans out there, get out here, support the evolution of sports talk television, and support your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's overrun these Eagle fans the hell out of here, all right?
Yeah, for sure. All right, Peter. Thank you. Have a good night, sir.
All right, man. Good stuff there. We'll give him the Ric Flair.
Woo!
All right, let's get out to Curtis really quick, and then we'll go back out to the comments here. Want to definitely make sure we get everybody in here on the evolution of sports talk television after your Tampa Bay Buccaneers win in thrilling fashion. Yes, sir. Curtis, go ahead, finish up your call, my friend.
My daughter told me to tell you happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to your daughter out there. Libras unite, my friend. Libras unite.
Now, let's celebrate this Buccaneers win.
Celebrate it.
Because, number one, that offensive line did their effing jobs today.
They did.
And JP Peters or Power, JP
Peterson.
wherever you are.
Yes.
I don't want to hear crap about the offensive line today. Don't want to hear it.
Well, listen, you definitely got to give credit to where credit is due because the Bucs only allowed one sack today. Again, the reshuffling of the offensive line, I definitely think has been solidified, especially on that left side, having Tristan Wirfs. And by the way, what is the Seahawks defender trying to do to mix it up with Tristan Wirfs? That's not the guy you want to mix it up with at the end of the day. It's not. No.
You don't want nothing to do with that big corn-fed country boy.
Love that guy. No. Love that guy. Had him on the show. Love that guy.
Can we give out some shout-outs today?
Sure, give them.
Okay. Number one, Cade Otton and Tez Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Love the way those guys stepped. Tez Johnson was amazing today. Did you see that play where he shook three guys? I was like, man, if he would have got loose, that would have been so dangerous.
Yes.
And but shout out to those guys because it was definitely a homecoming for them. I know Bucky was hurt that he couldn't play, and have people watching him. But do we even have to say anything else about Emeka Egbuka? Can we literally?
I don't know what you say about him. I mean, at this point,
can we give him the Rookie of the Year award right now?
I think you have to, don't you? I mean, is there even a Rookie of the Year on offense at this point who's made a bigger impact than this kid? What is he, 21 years old? I mean, 7 catches for 163, 1 touchdown. People say, well, he wasn't fast. I saw him today run some routes where he's just running past guys. He's so fluid. He is so.
Did you see how nice that 2-point conversion catch was?
Yes. I mean, we don't even talk about it. He got the touchdown there from Baker Mayfield, and then he also get a 2-point conversion. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Beautiful.
So
beautiful football.
Cade Otton putting his head down and running through people.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yep.
But these guys. People don't understand. This is for all the Todd Bowles haters out there.
It is.
These guys are going out there playing their ass off for your coach.
They are. You're right. You're exactly right about that. And again, 20-yard touchdown there, and you get the 2-point conversion also from Emeka, and he just makes it look easy every week. Every week he just gets better and better. And just imagine again. I just want to put this in Bucs fans' heads. How much better this offense is going to be when you get Mike Evans back. And Chris Godwin and Jalen McMillan comes back.
Jalen McMillan gets back. You get Bucky back.
Yes. Agree.
Yeah.
Curtis.
And,
yes.
Dude, just good. Oh man, good awareness by Levante today catching that football off the helmet.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude! I don't think I screamed more in any game this year than when Levante caught that interception because I was petrified.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, please don't let them go down the field right now.
Right.
So, anyway, man, good game.
Yes.
Go Tampa Bay.
Yes, go Bucs.
Let's get ready for this week, brother.
All right, let's get ready for the San Francisco 49ers coming to town. A 4:25 start. That's a national. It should be a game of the week. Curtis, appreciate the call. You said go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Yep.
Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. It's exciting. Yeah!
How about them Bucs, baby?
And oh, by the way, here we go on a Victory Sunday night.
Victory!
Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Talking about your Tampa Bay Buccaneers moving to 4-1. Just got a text by the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. Couldn't join us on the pregame show because the signal out there at the stadium is terrible. I guess they hate Verizon service and they also hate Android phones, so couldn't get any service out there. But he texted me, so we may have him on. Most likely we'll have him on Wednesday night. Let's go out to Broadway, I believe. Is this Scott Broadway?
Yes.
All right, Broadway, go ahead with your second call.
I wanted to say I need a new seatbelt for my wheelchair.
Okay.
These close games are wearing out my seatbelt.
They're wearing out your seatbelts on your wheelchair. You're still watching them, but they're wearing them out. So you're telling the Bucs, to tighten it down a little bit, so you don't have to get another seatbelt, right? You got to fashion your seatbelt, right?
Because I keep jumping at the TV with the close games and with these rest calls, and my seatbelt gets looser and looser, and I'm going to need a new seatbelt eventually.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, too, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I also wanted to say, I don't think we need to trade any of our running backs.
Well, you're not going to trade any of your running backs. Enough with that nonsense. The reason why you have those running backs on your roster is in case you have a big-time injury.
Exactly. And I think, once again, and you've heard me say this before, yes, the defense makes mistakes, but I don't think the defense gets enough credit.
Well, they had their fair share of problems today. A lot of big plays given up, not a lot of pressure given up, but again, they do make a play, but it does not excuse the terrible defensive effort where they're not able to get off the field. You're giving up big-time plays. You're letting running backs like Kenneth Walker III run all over the place. It was not pretty today if you're a defensive guy, as my former co-host, the late, great Sean the Sports Don would say. He's a defensive guy. He would have not liked this effort today by the defense.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, all right.
I want to say too, I do agree that Antoine Winfield Jr. had that
Interception?
Yes.
Yes.
He had that catch.
I agree. Completely agree.
And we talked about this last week.
Yep.
I believe we talked about this last Monday. I think we're being targeted by the refs.
Well, I don't know about targeted by the refs, but the continuance, if you will, of the awful calls in the National Football League continue today, continue around the whole league. Even Philadelphia would have something to say about that with the egregious pass interference call by the Denver Broncos. That's not called at the end of the game. You swallow your whistle. You got to call it right. They haven't been able to call it right. It hasn't been called all year long, and I don't understand what Logan Hall can do after picking up that 15-yard penalty. I get it. You can't touch quarterbacks, but he's not running into them. He's got the momentum. You're playing football. You're going to hit a quarterback. I don't know where you can hit a quarterback anymore. You can't hit him up. You can't hit him down. You can't hit him anywhere.
It's a contact sport.
It's a contact sport. You know this all too well, Broadway. All right, man. Yes, sir.
But I wanted to say thank you, Peter. I enjoy the sports web, and thank you for all you do. And I hope you have many more blessed birthdays.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you as always, and you're definitely a web heaven in my book and a big-time part of what we do here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television, all right?
Let's go, Bucs.
Yeah, let's go, Bucs. He says, let's go.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
He says,
Bucs, baby.
Yes, he says, let's go, Bucs. I'll tell you what. I want to go back to what Baker Mayfield had to say this week because I think it means so much, right? Remember at the end of the game where they lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, this is what Baker Mayfield had to say about the offensive performance of not starting out right, and this is what he wanted to do.
Our guys are going to fight, and Levante hit on it post-game with everybody and couldn't have said it better myself. This group's too damn good to start slow, and until we take accountability to that, it should piss us off. Even though it's week 4, this should piss us off. We've talked about starting fast, playing better ball, and we did not do that today.
There you go. They did it today. I mean, and who was the guy that was mentioned in that? Levante David. Who's hugging at the end of the game? Levante David, Baker Mayfield, your two leaders on both sides of the ball. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Absolutely a great B-Day win. Thank you very much. Eric, Victory Sunday. LFG, Bucs win. Baker Magic. Emeka is the real dog. Let's go out to Sun Devil Dave. Sun Devil Dave, your thoughts after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers moved to 4-1 with a thrilling victory over the Seattle Seahawks, 38-35. Go.
Amazing game. Great job as always.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for
Appreciate
wasting
you.
my time and goodbye forever.
There you go. Thank you for wasting
I'm
my
exhausted.
time. Yes.
I'm exhausted. I want to give a shout out to my favorite player now. Goes out to Easy E. Hold on one second here.
Go ahead.
Cruising down the street in my 6th floor.
Like that.
I mean, he's smooth running his routes. I mean, you could definitely call him Easy with the
He's
way
the
he's
best.
running routes. He's been
We talked about this guy in
tremendous.
August, and I
Yes.
didn't really know about our GM. Basically, look, this GM is the greatest GM in the world, man. I mean, a lot of people thought that our buddy Easy E, was like, well, we talked about him. Hey, this kid's fine. I say he came here, he had an injury, right?
Yeah.
That's why he dropped.
Right.
Okay, he had an injury.
Well,
And
I don't.
it was
I
kinda like
think
an
I don't. I
afterthought.
don't know
Huh?
if he had an injury. I don't think Emeka had an injury. I just think.
No, I'm
there's
saying
teams-
that Emeka, I thought he had an injury. That's why he dropped in the draft. thought he
No, I
was
think
coming back.
there were teams that just didn't need a wide receiver and overlooked him. You didn't
Oh.
say he was fast enough. I
thought that.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that he had some kind of injury at Ohio State, and then that would he was recovering from it.
No.
And then, okay, maybe I mislooked.
Thinking
Anyways,
of Chris
he
Godwin.
really, we didn't really have a big stock on him, and then we thought, okay, he could be a compliment, with Godwin when Godwin comes back.
Right.
And Evans, but this guy's a number 1 guy. He's
He is.
WR1
He is.
with a bullet.
He is.
And the whole team did great. Kudos just to everyone on this team as far as offense, defense, special teams. It was a great team effort. I'm going to be nitpicky The only thing I think they could have done differently is when they had it, I think it was 2nd and 1 on the 10. It was like about a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
Or minute 4.
Yep.
I think they could have ran the ball, got the first down, forced Seattle call timeout, run the ball again, force Seattle call timeout, then you go for the score. That way you knock off 2 timeouts and you get it down to like 30 or 40 seconds.
Yeah.
I know you got to score the touchdown, but I'm saying force them to use their timeouts to make it harder, more difficult, because they're going to get the ball back, with some time, because they're going to call timeouts. That was the only thing that I would do differently as far as
I think it's tough to hate anything that Todd Bowles and with the clock management. Yeah, I get it. I mean, if you're gonna be nitpicking, I would definitely go with the defense and the special teams. I mean, especially the defense today. You can't have that type of effort.
Great play at the end. Actually, I forgot who the play-by-play guy was for Fox. When he goes, hey, I think they're going to blitz here.
Yeah,
and then next
CBS.
thing you know, they put a fresh they blitz.
With CBS. It was Antoine Winfield Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They got the play. They got this interception. They almost had Darnold on the drive before on that 4th and 2. I mean, he almost had his leg, and he grabbed his ankle and missed it. But kudos to the defense, and they hung in there. I know a lot of people give them slack. I know that our running game, I think we had less than 100 yards.
Yep.
But we did enough to make it happen. White is the man, like he says. He could block. He catches the ball in the backfield. He catches it out of the backfield. He's a great leader. He's got a lot of technique, great talent. North and South guy, but he's shifty. Got to give credit to White for stepping up while Bucky's out. Give Bucky time to heal.
Yep.
Coming back, week 7 probably?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to miss the next 2 weeks. You're not going to have him. You didn't have him versus Seattle. You're most likely not going to have him against San Francisco. So hopefully he'll be back in a couple of weeks, because we didn't know about the shoulder situation. That got reported by Adam Schefter before the game, which was disappointing. So
I didn't know about that. It was a foot thing.
We'll see how important it's a foot thing, and it's also a shoulder thing. So he's dealing with 2 injuries right now. So it's huge for Rachaad White to step up in his role, and of course Sean Tucker.
We're gonna be fine with Tucker and White. Godwin's gonna be there. We've got the other great guys as far as backing up with the other receivers until McMillan and Evans gets back. So we're gonna be fine. Look at Baker, 85% completion rate,
Ridiculous.
80%.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
80.
134.8.
Yes.
Overall QBR, and again, my favorite number is 0, no turnovers.
No turnovers.
And again, Seattle made a couple crazy, stupid penalties, and again, we took advantage of some different penalties, different plays. Hey, that's all. I mean, I know they lost a couple of guys on defense. Hey, it's a war of attrition, baby, and everyone has to go through it. So hey, we take advantage of it. We had guys out too, and we were able to get that next man up mentality to suck it up and rub some dirt on it and move on, man.
That's it.
Let's get ready for San Francisco. It's going to be tough. You got San Francisco, then you got Detroit.
Yeah.
Right after that.
And then you got the Saints, which has always been tough when it comes to.
Oh, okay. And then, but you got Detroit the week after, I believe. I think you got San Francisco,
Monday Night
Saints,
Football.
and Detroit.
Yeah, Monday Night Football with the Lions. Yes.
Not going to be a walk in the park. Hey, look, nothing comes easy. Every week, it's on any given Sunday. Anyone could beat anyone. So can't take the Saints lightly. Can't take anyone lightly. So give it up. Let's revel in the glory, bask in the glory a little bit. 4-1 Bucs. I'm just really impressed.
I think you gotta be.
Management,
coaching. I think you've got
everything.
You've got to be absolutely impressed with the way they've been able to overcome adversity, the way they've been able to overcome the injury situation early on in the year. I think that's a good thing, and there's a good thing about this, because I'm always looking for the positive, because I'm the eternal optimist when it comes to this team and when it comes to every Tampa Bay sports team. The injuries happen before the season and not in the middle or at the end of it, which would hurt you. Now you have an opportunity to get some of these guys that, again, you don't necessarily – you were thinking were going to get those reps. Now they're going to get those reps, and they're going to be that much better for it. All right, my friend. Anything else?
That's great. Thanks again. Everything's great. Hey, kudos to the Tampa Bay coaches and trainers and the people that get these reserves ready.
Yes.
And give them that next man up. I say, hey, you know what? Be ready to get in there. The reserves are doing great. They're stepping in. They're showing up. They're showing out, and they're winning. So great job to the Bucs organization, top to bottom. And let's get ready for San Francisco Sunday, okay?
All right, my friend. Good stuff as always. How do we end off the call?
Thank you, guys. Okay.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much for wasting my time, and goodbye forever. There he is, Sun Devil Dave right there. Appreciate the call. Let's go out to the comments, and then we will get out of here for the night, unless there's more phone calls and more comments. Again, Facebook stars are open, YouTube super chats. If you want to get on the phone lines and talk about your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, let's do it. Live here from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. I'm your host, Peter Blake, on the Sports Web in collaboration with the J.P. Peterson Show. Ben says Justin Lotez and Otten absolutely fire the friggin' cannons.
Fire the cannon!
Let's go out to David here. I know we're not allowed to criticize Todd. Who said we're not allowed to criticize Todd? You're allowed to criticize Todd if you want to, because we would be considered a hater. But for 3 years straight now, our defense has been the problem. We allowed are we allowed to blame it on so I can get it right from now on? Players have changed, but the coaching has been the same. Once again, though, you have major injuries, right, to that back end, where you're missing a Jamel Dean, where you're missing a Benjamin Morrison. We never said you can't criticize Todd Bowles on this show. I've been critical of Todd Bowles. We've all been critical of Todd Bowles and what he's been able to do. The one thing I've always said with being critical of Todd Bowles is give the man respect. Put some respect on his name, because these players, when they have their backs against the wall, they play for him. And it really doesn't matter about the injury situation. It doesn't really matter about anything else. All right. Let's go out to one of my favorite guys, a new guy that's come on this show, but an old Bucs fan out there for all you guys that know him. Port Richie Lou, welcome to the Sports Web after your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 4-1, defeating the Seattle Seahawks 38-35. Your thoughts, my friend?
My brother.
Yes, sir.
My brother, man. I can't believe, man, that, dude, once I saw that LVD pick, it was over.
Yes.
It was over, baby.
It was over.
It
was over. It was over, like the great Howard Cosell would say, right? So you're exactly right. And how many times have we seen that? Like, this goes back to last year. Levante David gets the interception. You're thinking you're going to win the game. But that's the difference between last year's team and this year's team, where, you know, look, Levante David makes the interception, and what does Baker and the boys in this offense do? They go down there and get the winning field goal with, once again, Rachaad White. Heads up play there, great IQ going down, because he most likely can score on that third down play, but goes down, runs more clock. That's what you got to do to win these type of games, especially on the road, my friend.
Oh, what a smart play by him. You know, that was such a smart play.
Yep.
You know, and I was just, I mean, the boys played, man. They're dogs, man.
Yeah.
They're dogs.
Yeah.
They went out there. They went all the way out to Seattle, man. And like you said, the difference between last year and this year, they're closing.
Yes. They close it out. No doubt at all, because when that defense makes the play, and I think it's interesting because at the beginning of the week, we were talking about Baker Mayfield and how he was calling himself out, how he was calling the offense out, and how he mentioned a certain defensive leader and the Levante David. And then at the end of the game, you see both of those leaders, not defensive leader, offensive leader, hugging it out and saying, "Hey, I got you, dog. I got you, dog." That's what I took out of that. And that's what you got to have sometimes. You know, sometimes the defense isn't going to play well. And I know there's a lot of Bucs fans that are critical of Todd Bowles and that defense being the problem. But sometimes your offense has to pick you up, and your offense picked you up, and that defense made a play when they needed to make a play. You still got to clean some things up. I think you're going to be able to do it. But isn't it nice to sit there and say, when your defense makes a play, your offense can make the other team pay? It's complimentary football, and you got to have it, and they had it today.
Pete, you know it, brother. You know what's scary?
What's up?
Is that this team has not completely played a complete game.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, once we get our pieces back, this thing's going to be a freaking juggernaut.
Oh,
man.
I'm telling you.
And we're just going to steamroll right into the playoffs and all the way to Levi's.
I agree. I have no doubt at this point. And I said again, the sky's the limit for this team. Once they get healthy, and hopefully, knock on wood, God willing, if the creek don't rise, hopefully they can get healthy, especially in that wide receiving core, because Godwin, he's healthy finally. He can get some reps under him. He can get back to being Chris Godwin. You got Mike Evans coming back. You got Jalen McMillan coming back. And then Luke Gedeke on the offensive line because we didn't talk about it. I mean, 1 sack allowed with Heck and Haggard on the right side. I thought they did a tremendous job. Again, are there things to clean up, especially when it comes to the running game? Absolutely. But for what they've been able to had to deal with in this early part of the season and still be 4-1. And by the way, I want to put this out there because, and Lou, you're going to appreciate this. Port Richie Lou is on with us right now. The media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network, texts me and says, we are the first team in the history of the National Football League in 106 years to win 4 of the first 5 games by 3 points or less. There you go. 106 years.
Thing.
It's a beautiful thing, right?
It's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. But that's what champions do.
Yep.
You win, you find a way to win. You will it.
Yep.
You will it. And that's what these dogs are doing. They're going out there. And that's why they're going to go out there. And that's why they're the Super Bowl contenders.
Love it.
I don't care what people say.
You think Baker Mayfield's the MVP of this league right now? Not only the MVP of this team, but the MVP of this league.
Oh, brother, he's putting up MVP numbers,
Yes.
man. Absolutely. They may steal it from him.
Yeah.
But he's got a real good look at it.
Well, I tell you what I need you to do, Port Richie Lou, because I know how much of a big-time Bucs fan you are, and I appreciate your contributions to that. I need you to get your ass out here. Yeah, I cursed a little bit. I need you to get your ass out here to Tampa Joe's, 9316 Anderson Road in a couple weeks, and get these Eagle, because they got lots of Eagle fans. We need to get Bucs fans out here to support the evolution of Sports Talk Television, because we got something coming here, away watch parties for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You can be a part of the evolution of Sports Talk Television. I need you to get out here with all your Bucs friends and get on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. How about that? That's what I want. Can I get that?
I could do that, brother.
Okay.
I can do it. You give me the details, brother. You send me everything what we need to do. You let me know when you need me out there, brother.
All right. I need you and all your Bucs friends, all your rowdy friends to come on out tonight. That's what I need.
Oh, I don't know if you want all that, brother.
Oh yeah, I want all the smoke, my friend. This is the evolution of Sports Talk Television. I want all the Bucs fans out here. Absolutely. I want it. Bring it.
Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Port Richie Lou, appreciate the call as always. Use that second one if you feel froggy, my friend. All right.
You're the best, Pete.
Hey, man, appreciate you. You're the best. All right, he said, let's go. Let's go.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Yeah. Victory, baby. Victory. And, of course, he said, let's go, Bucs. And fire those
Fire
cannons.
the cannon.
All right, open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. I mean, what better birthday do you want? You get chicken wings on your birthday. You hang out with your friends, hang out with all of you, the webheads, the Tampa Bay sports fans, and we talk Tampa Bay Buccaneer football. And then on Friday night, we got a chance to talk about USF football. I mean, and this is what it's all about. This is what the sports web is all about. This is what Tampa Joe's is all about. When I told these people, when I went to Steve Harrington, when I went to the general manager, Brennan, I said, you're going to call this place Tampa Bay Joe's when I get done. Because I want all Tampa Bay to come out and support the USF Bulls and, of course, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Let's go out to Roger Shue, luckiest win ever. And that's what I get. This is what I get from you, the tribal troll.
Acknowledge me.
And then I will go and do this.
That's good enough to suck right there.
And do this. And do this.
This guy sucks.
There you go. That's what you get. And you get this too.
Shitter.
All right. Tim says Ibuka is a man amongst men. Go Bucs. Absolutely go Bucs. Let's go out to Ruth the Truth. Answer the phone. I was trying. Call back if you want to. Ruth the Truth from Sports Talk Florida need to move on from Diaby ASAP. Again, I understand, I'm not ready to move on from him, but he's definitely got to get more pressure. He had an opportunity there to make a play, wasn't able to make a play. The pass rush wasn't there today. I mean, he got the blitz, but it just wasn't there. I don't know what it is. Again, this team loses Kalijah Cansey. It's a major injury because when Cansey was playing, you were getting some of that pass rush from the edge, and you're not getting it. I love Elijah Roberts and I love Elijah Simmons and Villa Vea, but you got to get something from that edge. And it starts with Yaya and it starts with Hassan Reddick. Agree. Win or lose, Bucs forever. Agree. Love that. John says, let's go Bucs. Let's go Bucs. Chris Chandler says, yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
John, again, a 4-1, baby. Excited about this season. You got to be. You got to absolutely be excited about this. They should have 4 picks. Respect. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Abuka is the rookie of the year. Kenneth, it was really nice that we didn't see a slew of Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the ground injured in the game. Another positive.
Yes! Yes!
Chris, exactly. Well said. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you tuning in. Tim says it will be a fun plane ride home. I think they're definitely going to have a fun plane ride home. I definitely think you're going to. But you got to turn the page. I know it's a big-time win on the road, but you got to come home. You got to face the San Francisco 49ers, who right now are in charge of the NFC West, who have always given the Bucs some problems. You got to get over that. Lost a close game last year. You got to win that game this year. I think they have a great opportunity to do it. No doubt. What a great team. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs. All right. To open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Zion Stonehands. McCollum should have had a pick 6 himself. Agree. Imagine being in the Carolina front office watching the game. I mean, you got to be sick. You had Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, and you let them both go. They picked up a win today. Congratulations over the Miami Dolphins. Once again, Miami not showing up. Surprising. But you're right. The Cleveland Browns are going to be kicking themselves at this point with giving up on a guy like Baker Mayfield. Tremendous. Tremendous. Mike COC, Bucs offensive line, 100% agree. Cole Pfeiffer, CSB brother, I do love it, but my house is loud thanks to these close games. That's okay. Tell the neighbors, wake the neighbors up, and tell them the Bucs are 4-1.
Victory!
All right, let's go out to Heather Withers. Always go Bucs. It is go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Todd.
Yeah!
Byron.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Absolutely good stuff there. Let's go out to TJC22. Baker Mayfield is the first quarterback to have 375 passing yards and fewer than 5 incompletions in a regular season game. Once again, history being made by the Bucs in 2025. Tremendous. Dave says, let's talk about Offensive Rookie of the Year, Abuka. What a weapon. Let's talk about him. I mean, what do you want? What more can you say about him? 7 catches for 163, including a long pass there, or 50 yards? 6 plays, 56 yards. 6 plays, 75 yards there to put the Bucs out 28-21. Abuka on that drive, 19-yard catch and 56. And if that ball is thrown in stride, that's a touchdown because he absolutely roasted and toasted that cornerback. Please, somebody tell me why in the world would 18 other teams pass up on Emeka Abuka? Tell me. Fire them all. Because if you can't see that talent that's on the field, that's right in front of you, and you're all about measurables and all this other nonsense, look at that guy. Look at the game film. He was productive, a highly productive player, played for a great program like the Ohio State Buckeyes, the national champions from last year. He had a big part of that. That's the reason why Jason Light drafts him in the first place. Not only because athletically he's gifted and can catch everything that's thrown his way, but he's coming from a good program, and he's a good kid. He's a good character player. He's much in the same mold of a Mike Evans. He's much in the same mold of a Chris Godwin, right? It's funny how that works. You get guys that fit your system, right? We heard from Jason Light a couple months ago. I'm not going to draft some douchebags. He ain't no douchebag. He definitely may be the offensive rookie of the year. And if he's not, then tell me who's better than this guy right now. I don't know. Offense is going to be dominant when everyone gets healthy. Absolutely. Dave, 2-0 in the old school unis. Can people please stop with the hate now? Agree. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great weekend. Bucs win, Gators win. Well, yes, it was a big-time win for your Florida Gators, defeating Arch Manning and the Texas Longhorns. So, by the way, Arch Manning is not him. Not yet. Mike says Todd Bowles mastered the clock. Dave, terrible roughing the passer call with Logan Hall. Also, he pulled up, held Darnold from falling. What else can the guy do? Agree. This is what we read before. Michael, no sacks from the Bucs defense. The Bucs only 2 sacks from edge rushers through 5 games. Not good enough. It's not good enough. You're absolutely correct. Did we even get Sam Darnold's jersey dirty? Maybe not for the whole game, but when you needed that last drive, you did. Antoine Winfield Jr. got some of Mr. Darnold there, didn't he? Got a good piece of him. So much so that he was able to throw the ball. The ball hits the helmet of Logan Hall and pops up right into Levante David's hands. Hey, Peter JP, game of the year. Love it. Mike D. Roche, defense did pretty good early, but the injuries finally caught up with them. Agree. Donald says 2-game win streak in the white creamsicles. Agree. Titans beat the Cardinals. Are you friggin' serious?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go on to David. Do you think the reason why they called roughing the passer on Hall is because he lowered his helmet and put it into his chest? I don't know what a guy that size is supposed to do. And you can also see the replay that Darnold is trying to brace for and ducking also himself. So it would appear for me that, of course, if a player ducks, it's going to be a helmet-to-helmet shot every time you're going to call it. I don't know what a defensive player is supposed to do when it comes to a quarterback at this point. I don't know what you can do. I'm not making excuses, and you know the rules, but I don't know. All right, let's go out to Travis Faley of Rocket Sports and Entertainment. Your thoughts after the Bucs move on to 4-1. They defeat the Seattle Seahawks in thrilling fashion in the fourth quarter, 38-35. Welcome to the Evolution here live from Tampa Joe's.
Well, I have to tell you, Pete, you want to talk about an exciting football game. That is what the NFL is made for. That's why we sit at home, and that's why we go to the stadiums and watch football.
Agree.
For football games like that.
Agree. Absolutely agree with that.
I really have to wonder if Baker Mayfield's favorite movie and actor are John C. Reilly in Talladega Nights. Because, man, I'll tell you what, he's got some shake and bake, and he's got some Magic Man in him.
He does have some Magic Man in him. And is he El Diablo at this point? Because you're exactly right. He's just a guy that, listen, he called himself out. He called the offense out at the beginning of the week, how they don't get off to fast starts. And here he goes out there, and he was playing like he was pissed off. He was pissed off saying it. He said they're going to fight. They did today. And once again, when they needed him to come through in the fourth quarter, he did it. I don't know if you knew this, but TJ Reeves passed this on. The Bucs are the first team in NFL history in 106 years to win 4 of the first 5 games by 3 points or less. And honestly, if they had a little bit more time versus the Eagles and Mayfield doesn't throw that interception, I know neither here nor there. But if they have a little more time, I feel like they would have beaten the Eagles in the fourth quarter once again. I mean, this team is amazing. They never give up. They got lots of heart. And when their backs are against up against the wall, they play for Todd Bowles, and they absolutely come through.
Well, it all really starts with Jason Light and what he's done. And, to lose Mike Evans and be able to, let's not say replace, but when Godwin was down and now with Evans down, you got, a draft pick in Mbuku to really step up and you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And make some huge plays out there and really contribute as a rookie. And I know you had mentioned it previously about this guy's definitely at this point in the head and shoulders for rookie of the year, hands down.
Yeah.
But, Pete, I just want to say, you got to give the Bucs a lot of credit. I didn't think they were going to be able to go up to Seattle and win that game. Levante David with a huge play as the ball bounced off Hall's helmet, make that interception to put the Buccaneers in, position to drive to get the game-winning field goal. It's just unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. It really is. And again, it shows, leaders step up when they need to step up. Baker steps up for the offense, and the defensive leader on this team, make no mistake, is the future Hall of Famer, Levante David. People say, well, he's lost a step and all this and all that. But here's a guy in his generation who doesn't get enough love and enough respect. But anytime you need a turnover, anytime you need a big play for the defense, he's able to come through, and he's done it time in and time out. I don't know. That's a Hall of Famer to me. You could sit there and talk about wins all day long, and if he's a part of a winning organization, which, by the way, he already won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. He was a big part of that defense doing it. I don't know what else you want. And the guy has comparable numbers, if not better numbers, than some of the players that are being talked about that are going into the Hall of Fame in Luke Kuechly and, of course, Wagner of his generation when it comes to linebackers. I don't know what that guy has to do.
It's very interesting when you bring up the Hall of Fame, and we can talk about this ad nauseum when the season's over with and stuff like that. But, because I think the talent is getting a little diluted in the Hall of Fame, and I don't know if that's just because of the players in our era. And, when we were growing up, it just doesn't seem like they were putting up the numbers. And I'd have to do my research on it to actually make this statement valid. But it doesn't seem like there are some players out there that are being put up for the Hall of Fame that you're like, really? Mm-hmm. Really? But like I said, we can talk about that in the off season. But Pete, there are some things that happen today in the league that are just mind blowing and head shanking, especially what happened in Miami with McDaniel losing again. And I think Jonathan Gannon, I know there's some bad coaching going on, but Jonathan Gannon from the Cardinals, the way they've lost the last 3 games, and the way they lost that game today with a 21-6 lead. You got your running back walking into the end zone and puts the ball on the ground with he's got a breakaway and he's running 60 yards.
It's stupidity. It's stupidity. It's stupid. We talked about Rachaad White, going down at the right time because he could go in there and score, and that's not the right call. Going down, running the clock, and putting your team in the position, and then you have this young running back who's trying to showboat, who's not even in the end zone, and he's taking the ball and throwing it out there.
It was so close. It was so close. I was watching that game live for a couple gambling reasons, etc.
Of course.
But once again, for them to lose that game 21-6, and then for Gannon on 3rd and 8 with 2:06 to play, you can put the game away with the first down. He just hands the ball off and runs it to the 2-minute warning and punts the ball away and puts it into Ward's hands. And Ward put together a beautiful drive to win that game.
Yeah.
And look at what New Orleans did today. I know the Giants had a bad turnover late in the game when they were trying to bounce their way back. But it's the old term, no freaking logic. But you're seeing it regularly in this league with the coaching and with some of the playing on the plays on the field. It's crazy, but you got to once again give the Bucs a lot of props, man, for what they've done this season. I mean, can they continue to do it in this kind of fashion? I mean, I think Minnesota was 13-1 or 12-1 last year in 1-score games or something, some kind of crazy stat.
Sure.
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
14-3 for the whole year by the Minnesota Vikings, and Sam Darnold being a part of that. And listen, he looked great today. I mean, and the Bucs defense not getting enough pressure on him, and that's a concern. This defense is a big time concern. But again, you go back to it when they need a critical play, they're able to make it. But if you really want to beat these good teams, these great teams in the league, not saying the Bucs are not, but you've got to have better defensive performance, especially from your line up front. You got to get more pressure. You got to get more sacks because then you cause those turnovers, and you saw it, with blitzing Antoine Winfield Jr. From the edge there, getting pressure, and that's what happens. You get to a quarterback and you force him. You need to have more consistency from your defensive line, and hopefully Todd Bowles and this defense are able to find it very soon.
Well, that's exactly why that turnover happened, because he had to rush his throw a little bit. He got hit. The ball hit the helmet once again, and hey, look what I got, Levante David, and changed it all up and and led to the game winner. And you're looking at the Jets. I mean, what's Aaron Glenn doing with the Jets right now? I mean, they once again made Dallas look like a showstopper with that offense. I mean, did the Jets even put a defense on the field today? It's crazy. As a defensive coach with talented players on that club, to be giving up that kind of yardage and that kind of those kind of numbers. It's crazy. Washington goes to the Chargers and then, goes out to LA and Chargers are up 10-0. And then next thing you know, boom, 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 Washington just completely takes over that game. That's a huge win for the Commanders with Jaden Daniels coming back off injury, go on the road like that and pick up that win. I mean, so it's just some craziness going on in the NFL, and you got some 2 good games coming, with tonight's game with Buffalo, going with New England. Can New England put something together with as a second-year quarterback, really continues to shine a little bit up there in New England, just like Bo Nix. And then tomorrow night you got Trevor versus Patrick Mahomes up in Jacksonville. Is Jacksonville going to take that next step to go 4-1 and beat, the perennial Super Bowl team in Kansas City? Or is Kansas City going to continue their climb back up and continue to push and beat Kansas City? We got a couple of great games next tonight and tomorrow night.
You're absolutely correct about that. And Drake May has definitely been the story of this year, somewhat of a story for this New England Patriots team. Of course, Mike Vrabel taking over the coaching, and it just tells you how good coaching is, right? He's a good coach. He's getting his players to play for him. Todd Bowles has been a great coach. Say whatever you want to about his defense, but he's getting players to play for him. And then you look at the other side of the coin there with Jonathan Gannon having a big-time lead. You lose to the friggin' Titans. McDaniel, to me, is dead man walking at this point. I think he's done at this juncture. Travis, anything else here on the evolution, my friend?
No, let's just say, hey, big win once again. I know it was a team that was, not highly touted at all in Charlotte, but, the Bulls got done what they had to do. And I'm glad to hear that Norton is back on campus and seems to be doing okay after that unbelievable injury that young man suffered on the field the other night. So once again, head out to rocketsports-ent.com. We've got the whole coverage from the game, and we're going to continue to cover, all teams around here, and hockey season's right around the corner, especially with the opener, I believe, October 9th. And man, you want to talk about a rivalry. Holy cow. This Florida Panthers Tampa Bay Lightning is the most heated rivalry in hockey, hands down, the way I look at it. But we'll talk more about that later on the evolution. Go Bucs, and usually I don't say that because I'm a diehard Bear fan, but hey, you got to like what you like, right?
That's it. He said go Bucs, so you know what that means. Go Bucs. Travis, appreciate the call as always, my friend, all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Great job, Pete.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right, he said go Bucs.
Wait up, Will Bork. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
Yeah!
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
It is exciting, Todd.
How about them Bucs, baby?
All right, we'll read the rest of these comments and we'll get out of here for the night. Do you think the reason why they called it? Yes, I definitely think there's a possibility of that. Let's just say now that Buka is Offensive Rookie of the Year, go Bucs. Absolutely. Although we have to stop with the misdirection toss plays, it's going to bite us. They don't look good, but other than that, great play calling today. I thought Josh Grizzard had a hell of a play calling day for him. I think this offense has gotten better, and that's crazy to say with all the injuries. I think they've actually gotten better. They look great today. The offense was amazing today. They had to carry the defense. Abuka is the steal of the draft. Hard to say that about a first-rounder. You're exactly right. Christopher Cole, kickoff coverage is missing. Keep. Tristan Gay here. Did Bowles not dial up the most beautiful blitz of the season? 1 minute to go. Force Darnold off his spot. Absolutely. Let's go out to Mr. Ed Kirby. Welcome to the Sports Web here in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show here, live from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers move to 4-1 after defeating the Seattle Seahawks. How sweet is that, my friend?
I'm a very, very satisfied Bucs fan.
I know you were. I know you would be. And by the way, this is the 6th 4-1 start for this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team. The 6th 4-1 start. How about that?
I think that and I think it started with week 1 where we came out and we mixed up the whole O-line.
Mm-hmm.
I think coach and maybe GM are being a little pulling a little of the Belichick trickery and maybe taking it to the next level of coaching and trying to get the little extra edges they can, because when they said that we had 11 players who didn't practice up until Thursday, I thought we were going to go up there and, you know, we were just going to be skin and bones hanging on, but we went up there and we went balls to the wall out the daggone to start. And we sealed the deal, baby. That's all that matters.
It's all that matters. And again, I know the defense had their problems today. I mean, listen, anytime, you know, team statistics wise, everybody says stats are for losers, and consequently Seattle is a loser today, but 463 total yards, passing 341, rushing was disappointing. Kenneth Walker Jr., 86 yards, total rushing yards for Seattle, 122. Listen, your staple is to shut down the running game. The Bucs had a bad game defensively against the run game, and give credit to where credit is due. The much maligned Seattle Seahawks offensive line opened up enough holes today. I saw a couple times where Savasi Dennis was clearly held, not called by the officiating crew. That's why you had the holes in the first place. But not great when you're a staple of shutting down a running back like a Walker Jr., a Walker the third, who's so talented. You got to do a better job. You can't give up 100 yards of rushing. It's not gonna work. And then 341 in the passing. That's not good.
Well, I think I also saw Dennis in the first quarter blow a big old angle on I think it was Dobbins or somebody. I don't know if it was a screen pass or if it was a run.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes he looks like a little lost in space, like Gruden used to say in the first and second quarter. And then he kind of like I think he gets a feel for it. And then, you know, he had a nice tackle for loss. I remember I think it was the second half.
Yep.
But the guys were tired. That's, you know, it's easy to pick on Yaya and Hassan and them, but the guys were tired, man. You know, with Dean out and Morrison, he was pitching in, you know, they were tired. Everybody was tired. And these were the games that we used to lose, even last year.
Yep.
This is how I know this is how I know this team is for real. And me and you have been Bucs fans for a long time, and we know it's always like, oh, if we just would have made that play, or if always like we know how to win, and we've got confidence. Look at all the people we're missing. We talked about it all night. But anyway, Peter, have a great night. Just want to call you before you get out of there.
Hey, Ed, appreciate the call. As always, Mr. Ed Kirby, a longtime web head of the Sports Web. Don't be a stranger, my friend, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good stuff there. We'll give him the Ric Flair right here. Woo! All right, we'll continue to read comments, and then we will get out of here for the night. You're absolutely right, Tristan. Can we get another special teams coach? Yeah, special teams has been pretty rough. I formally apologize to Jason Light for picking a wide receiver in the first round. At first, I was I don't know what that word is, but after thinking about the way our receivers go down throughout the year, I say thank you to Jason. There you go. Michael Hulk right there, star giver. Listen, this has been a very exciting season this year. We have definitely pulled it together this year, especially with the plague of injuries. We are surprising the league year after year. LFG, fire some cannons.
Fire the cannon!
Thank you very much, sir. We will definitely do that here on a victory Sunday night here live from Tampa Bay Joe's, as it was just all kinds of fans here, whether it was Bucs fans, Eagle fans, all kinds of NFL fans. This is where you go to. Great food, great atmosphere. It's Tampa Joe's, 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. And tell them the Rolex reporter Peter Blake of the Sports Web sent you. There you go. Last week after this long touchdown, Ibuka was saying that he would get another touchdown this week. The man backs up what he says. Absolutely. Michael says Baker Mayfield has improved so much since his first game with the Bucs. Absolutely. Mike D. Roche's 4-1 sounds a lot better than 3-2. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. It's exciting.
It is.
How about them Bucs, baby?
All right, good stuff there. Let's go out to David. And how come this wasn't a penalty whenever homeboy ripped off White's shoe and threw it 5 to 6 yards away from him? I don't know. I don't know why. It should have been a penalty. Let's go Bucs. Let's go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy.
Let's go Bucs. Fire the
Fire the cannon.
We shall right there. Kirby says we still love being the underdog. Next man up all the way. Michael, add Kirby. Me too. Keeps Baker bacon. Absolutely. Let's go out to Martez Kennedy. Let's go Bucs. Let's go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Yeah!
Thank you very much. Let's go out to David here. We have to bring in somebody to get a pass rush because, boy, too much time today. Rashad White is good enough to be a starter. Let's go out to this guy using second call.
Damn it, Jim, what the hell is the matter with you?
Jim from Ohio. Welcome back to the Evolution. What's on your mind?
Hey, happy belated birthday, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You got a little something for your birthday from the restaurant or something.
Oh, yeah. Got some wings, got some food, got a root beer. I'm good to go, man. I love what I do here. This is what I do. So,
man, I love the game. What was the next guy up? The other wide receivers?
Tez Johnson.
Yeah, Tez Johnson. He did a fantastic job today.
He did, man.
Definitely.
Listen, there's a reason. I don't know what the reason is. He's a 7th round pick, but thank God the Bucs were able to realize that he was a steal. 4 catches for 59, made some big-time catches, and you can see, once again, the explosive nature of this kid when you get him out in space, what kind of nightmare he can be for the opposing defenses, definitely.
Yeah, he was beautiful. And I think we do need to get some edge rushers going. And but they were getting, I know, who's number 0? Is that Yaya?
Yeah, that's Yaya Diaby. He nearly made a play there.
He almost got a pick. Got his hand up.
Yeah.
But
didn't do enough.
A little bit harder.
Yeah.
Game of inches.
Yeah, it is a game of inches. He nearly makes that play there at the goal line where the Seattle, you need that play, and it looks like he's about to read it. It deflects off of him, goes into, I believe, the tight end's arms there, and the guy gets a first down. So just, luck at the end of the day, but you like to make that play because, again, it's a game changer. You make that play, it changes the complexion of the game.
I say if he would have got that, if he would have either batted it down or either caught that, they definitely would have been over with.
Yeah, yeah.
But, man, just keep working, man. It's a great game. I mean, we could have lost that game.
Easy.
They came and fought it and fought. I like that.
They could have. You're absolutely right. And it's a game they probably would have lost last year. And I know Bucs fans are saying that. We've said that on this show, but it's a different team in 2025 for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they go to 4-1.
Yeah, I love how they fighting for their head coach and their coaching staff. So
always fighting.
They
always
doing something right.
Baker told you he was going to fight during the week. They're going to fight to get off to a good start. You're going to get pissed off, and they came out pissed off. So,
yeah, I'm glad they came out guns blazing, especially Baker.
Gotta love it.
So Baker's looking beautiful out there. We keep this going, man. We might make it a Super Bowl.
Hey, I love it. I love to hear it, my friend. I love to hear the sound of that.
All right, go Bucs.
All right. Jim,
give me a
yes.
Give me a
what do we want?
How about them Bucs, baby?
All right, here we go.
How about them Bucs, baby?
All right, good stuff, Jim. Appreciate you as always. We'll fire the cannons.
Fire the cannon!
That's right, Gene. Fire those cannons, as you always say. Well, Rashad White is good enough to be a starter and a touchdown there. Exactly, says Broadway. Johnson and White both had touchdowns there. Abuka is a beast. He wins Rookie of the Year. Carl Hardy, we stole the best pick in the draft. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Yeah! How about them Bucs, baby? Fire the cannon.
Agree with that. Let's go out to Christopher Cole here. Where's Roger? You got a lot of spammers in the comments. Yeah, I don't know what Roger's doing. I think he's sleeping on the job. Joseph Zapoli right here. Peter H. Blake, yeah, Bucs, absolutely.
Ooh, yeah.
Mike D. Roche, Zabuka is Mike Evans light. Joseph, again, the team that would win was to capitalize on the team's mistake. Was going to win. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what you do. Happy birthday, Peter. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Let's go out to Ben here. Happy birthday, PB. Bucs win. Bucs win. That's what we talk about.
Fire the cannon.
What do you want for your birthday, Peter Blake? What do you want? You want people to come out for your show? You guys did. You showed out. We'll get more people out here at Tampa Joe's as this becomes the spot here for Bucs away watch parties in USF. The Bulls win. Seminoles, not so much. But the Bucs win. So victory! It's good to be 47. Love it. All right. So thank you very much, Ben. Appreciate you as always, the support throughout the years, especially there on YouTube. Bucs kept coming back even with injuries. Absolutely party at Joe's. Michael says Baker Mayfield is the first quarterback to ever have 375 passing yards, fewer than 5 incompletions the regular season game. Tremendous. Sheila. Oh, Sheila. My Bucs defeated those Seahawks. They may have missed last week's birds, but they sure got these birds. Fly home safe, boys, and go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Yeah! Baby. Fire the cannon.
There you go. Thank you, Sheila, for tuning in here. Joseph. Okay. Hats off to the offense coordinator coaching, because with all the injuries on the offensive side, they have not skipped a beat. Ben Parrish, Bucs wanted all the smoke. They got it. Bring your passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Love it. Michael says the last drive is what defines the team right now. Keep working until the clock ends. Truly a team effort by this team. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Absolutely. And again, I want to go back to these comments from Baker Mayfield because it makes all the sense in the world. Here it is.
Our guys are going to fight. And, Levante hit on it post-game with everybody and couldn't have said it better myself. This group's too damn good. Start slow, and until we take accountability to that, it should piss us off. Even though it's week 4, this should piss us off. We've talked about starting fast, playing better ball, and we did not do that today.
Accountability. I think that's the word of the day, accountability, right? Guys stepped up, took accountability. Baker ran the offense, engineered the offense with the Buca and Tez Johnson and Rashad White stepping in for Bucky Irving, and then accountability on the other side. And Antoine Winfield Jr., why is he one of the best safeties in the game? Because of that play he made right there. Rondé Barber-like, right, with the blitz from the edge. Old Bucs fans, huh? And then Levante David with the interception. Accountability. I love that word. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Or make America Greek again. I see you, Harry. Jose Antonio Rodriguez Gomez. Go Bucs from the pirate land of Veracruz. Love that.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Veracruz.
Yeah!
Got to love that.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Fire the
cannon.
Yes. All right, good stuff there. Let's go out to Jose Baker, the great Mayfield.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to Bad Jake. Defense could play better. Agree with that. Jeremy Edinger, how did you feel about the flag on Winfield's pick? Was ridiculous. That's not a flag. I get it. You can't touch a receiver, sneeze on a receiver without pass interference, but it's not like he was doing anything. I don't understand the penalty at the end of the day. After the 5 yards, okay, but I thought it was well within the 5 yards. It takes a critical play, a game-changing play off the board. I didn't like it. Bucs breaking old negative reputations. Mr. Greek himself. I was never sweating the game. Not only did the Bucs cover, they won, and the game went over, as I said it would. So that's the reason why you're the Greek on this show. Sun Devil Dave right there. Give it up to the Bucs. Defense, offense, special teams. 0 turnovers on offense. Got to love that.
Wait up, little boy.
Yes. Joseph, let's see here. Make America Italian again. Make America Buccaneer again. I like that.
Wait up, little
boy. Eric says Baker Magic. Yes, it was.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Steal of the draft. Joseph, yeah, Bucs.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, those penalties are crazy. Carl says, I thought it was BS. I agree with you on that. It was BS. Close game. The team was going to make a mistake. The team that capitalized on the mistake would have won the game. The Bucs did that. Intercept by Levante David. Agree. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs. All right, it will be exciting flight back to Florida. Carl says, if we go to the playoffs healthy, look out. We're going to win our 3rd Super Bowl. Love it. Old School says, go Bucs, go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Yeah! How about them Bucs, baby? Fire the cannon.
Good stuff there. Thanks a lot. I think that's Old School from What the Buck right there, is it? I think it is. Very cool. Thanks a lot for tuning in, my friend. Just got off the phone with the doctor. I'm going to have my stress test tomorrow morning. laugh out loud. But I tell you right now, I get it. Everybody's having a stress test along with yours truly here as I'm waiting on bated breath for the game to end. But who doesn't like this? I mean, 4-1 with all the injuries and the way Baker Mayfield, this offense have come together, and the way the defense makes plays at the end of the game. You got to love it. Rachaad White blitz pickup was absolutely on point.
Oh, yeah.
Van Houselife, the defense looks sad, but offense made up for it. Can I get a fire the cannons? You shall.
Fire the cannon!
Let's go out to Africa 101. Go Bucs. There's something real special about this team. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Go Bucs. Yes. I said at the beginning of the year, right, where he's looking at me like, oh, you're just being a homer. Like, oh, you're just being a homer. Peter Blake, just a homer. That's it. You're just a homer. You just talk about Tampa Bay sports. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, hell, you didn't predict the Bucs to win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady coming to town. Who would have predicted that? Right? With the new offense, with COVID, with Gronk and Antonio. I predicted it. Not trying to pat myself on the back, but I've been right about some things on this. Right? I have been. And this team is special. There's something about it that's special. Maybe I am a little bit homerish. An eternal optimist that was born here in Tampa. In the Tampa Bay area, Clearwater to be exact. But there is something special about this team. And the sky is the limit. Good stuff. You said go Bucs, go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
Yeah!
Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs. Love that. I love when you guys say go Bucs. I play all my sound effects. Hey, Peter, go Bucs. What an ending. D got things to work on it, though. I went nuts when they let that touchdown in. They pinned them at the 1 and still let them score. I mean, what a great, tremendous punt by Riley Dixon, who's been another whipping boy for Bucs fans out there. And, of course, for the Bucs, bringing in competition, he punted well today, especially with pinning them down at the 1 yard line. Your defense has got to do a better job, and they didn't. So agree with you on that. He said go Bucs, so go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy.
Go Bucs.
Yeah!
Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs. Good stuff there. When McLaughlin lined up for the winning kick, I had to close my eyes. Jets blocked the kick. Ha, ha, ha. Never any doubt, Mike D. Roche's from Canada. When will they get Luke back? Is he done for the year? Luke is not done for the year. Couple weeks. Can you imagine solidifying that right offensive line? Again, you're going to miss Cody Malk. He's out for the year. So you have Haggard there, but Haggard's getting those reps. He's getting more comfortable with that offensive line. When Luke Gedeke comes back, I definitely think you'll be in business with the offensive line. Even with all those injuries, I thought the offensive line did a damn good job today to get Baker a clean pocket so he could complete the passes that he did today with Ibuka, with Tez Johnson, with Cade Otton. That's why the man's 29 for 33. He had the time. And when he has the time to throw the ball, how pretty is that? Like, I love to see a scrambling Baker, scale the pocket, but when you have a clean pocket and you're able just to see what kind of arm he has, because he can make every throw in the league, is just tremendous. It's a beautiful thing to watch. It really is. Happy late B-Day, Peter, as well. Thank you very much. Love it. David says, I wanted to ask TJ what he was thinking when he watched the 99-yard drive and what he was thinking when David got the interception. We will talk to the media icon on Wednesday night about 9:30. We'll get him on, and you can ask him for yourself. You know I'm right. Easy is a great nickname for Ibuka. Godwin looks like he's starting to look like his old self again. I like the way he was out there blocking on running plays and screens. He didn't look like he was favoring his leg at all. I agree with you on that. Again, it's going to take a couple weeks, but you're going to have back the old Chris Godwin. Mark my words. Great show after a great win. Bucs. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy.
Go Bucs.
Yeah!
Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs. All right, Mike D. Roche right there. Thank you very much. Our tackling was not up to Bucs standard. Rolling in the red zone. Reposted this. Thank you very much. David says we're 2-0 in those new throwback jerseys, so fire the cannons for that.
Fire the cannon.
We shall sit and says go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy.
Go Bucs.
Yeah!
Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs. Good stuff there. Let's go out to Sandra Nagel, my beautiful mother, my future agent. I love you. Missed you today watching the best sports talk show in the Tampa Bay area, the Sports Web. We win. Bucs, and I knew they would get the interception. Buccaneers win. Yeah. Yeah.
Fire the cannon.
We shall.
Fire the cannon. Fire the cannon.
Good stuff there. Thank you very much, Mom. Appreciate you. As always, Dave says, I think we can officially say the culture has changed in Tampa Bay. That's the reason why you signed Todd Bowles and Jason Light to an extension in the first place. Culture change. Lou, yes. Greg DeCruz there from Costa Rica. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
You win as a team. Greg, again, last week the defense stepped up. This week the offense did. Don't forget that. Defense played well last week, especially in the second half. Giants had 4 straight turnovers against the Saints. Harry always says that you can't handicap injuries and turnovers. Greg, Baker only thrown 1 interception in 5 games. Yes. Baker, what do you think about that?
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
There you go. Let's go out to, I don't know who this is, but welcome to the Evolution. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? I'm Corey from Nashville.
Oh, Corey, what's up, man? What did you think about your Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to 4-1 after they defeat the Seattle Seahawks 38-35?
I just got 2 words, man.
Say it.
Hey, it's Baker Mayfield, man.
You like that, huh? Baker Mayfield?
He was so dialed into that. 4 incompletions, 379.
Yep.
Couple touchdowns. Emeka Ibuka, Jason Light just proven. And you know, when we first drafted him, I thought there was defensive players on the board that we could have taken.
Yep.
But then I thought about it, you know, maybe it took me about 10 to 20 minutes to really digest what was happening. And I was like, you know what? I think we took the best wide receiver in this draft at 19.
Did you not? I mean, does he not show? And again, I just love how scouts were. Well, this guy's not fast enough, and he's not this, and he's not that. Don't tell me what you can't do. Tell me what you can do. It shows on film. Look at the film
all day.
He's a gamer. Yes.
He had a $140 today, $150 today.
Had more than that, man. He actually had
169,
7 for 163. I believe this is correct here. Let's see if this is accurate because this is
a tutty.
Yes, 163 and a touchdown.
Not a player we drafted for. I mean, not a player we traded up for.
Nope.
Not a player we traded for. A player we set at 19, and we were able to draft a player of his caliber without Mike Evans.
Yep.
Chris Godwin working his way back. No McMillan. The tight end is used sparsely, and our running game was affected by Bucky being out today. But Rashad White is a starting runner. He's a 1B.
Yeah.
Rashad White is probably the closest that you will ever get to a 1B in the NFL.
I think you're right about that. I think he's a 1B because he can catch out of the backfield and the pass protection. Again, how important was that? Yeah.
He's probably, honestly, man, I've been watching him for the last few years. He's probably one of the best pass blocking running backs in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like,
agree.
It's his ability to pick up blitzing. I mean, and it shows today in games like where people are bloviating about Seattle's front four, how they don't need to blitz. And Baker Mayfield gets sacked once. But Baker, it boils down to Baker Mayfield. His level of maturity from the first time touching in the Dave Canales system to being able to be our quarterback this year is astounding.
It is.
His ability to just be accurate down the field, make the reads, scramble when it's necessary. Today was not an easy win, folks. I don't want people to overlook what we did today.
Agree.
I really don't. And
how can you overlook that? Because that's such a tough place to play in the first place with the 12th man.
Place to play. And Seattle is they are a good team this year.
Yes.
It won't surprise me if Seattle has 11 or 12 wins this year. It won't even surprise me if they win the division with San Fran being as banged up as they are. With the Rams are talented, but you see they have flaws. Their secondary is flawed.
Yep.
But they're talented. It won't surprise me if Seattle wins that division. I'm just going to be frank. It won't surprise me.
It wouldn't be
and
surprised.
What we did today with the injuries that we have, we don't have regular injuries, by the way. We just paid our right tackle, okay? If Tansy is not as injury prone as he's been, unfortunately, we're probably paying him at the end of next year.
Correct.
Mike Evans is a first ballot gold jacket. Like, we're not missing regular guys, by the way. Benjamin Morrison shows you who he was last week when he completely was sticky on a Pro Bowl caliber receiver in AJ Brown.
Shut down
And
AJ
Jamel
Brown
Dean.
so much that he's tweeting out cryptic messages how he wants to leave Philly. That's a rookie doing that to AJ Brown. That's a Bucs defense doing that to Brown.
Nobody gave only shout out to Mina Kimes. She's the only one that gave our secondary credit last week. So shout out to Mina Kimes.
Absolutely.
But if you watch that film, Benjamin Morrison was absolutely outstanding that game in his coverage and his ability to play defense. But I'm just saying, this team, I mean, we've lost close playoff games. We lost in Detroit a couple years ago. That was a great game.
Sure.
I think we should have beaten Washington last year. But if you go back and watch that game, I mean, shit, we played Washington better than anybody else in the NFC outside. I mean, they lost to Philly, of course, but Philly, that was the third time they were playing Philly. But we played really well against Seattle. I mean against Washington. They went to Detroit and beat them by 50 games.
You're only a couple plays away from winning that game. Of course, you know.
And it was all on us. It was
Yes.
all on us.
Yep.
We missed time to snap. But anyway, I digress.
Yes.
Today is about today. And Baker Mayfield, I picked him as a dark horse MVP before the season started. I mean, so we're in preseason, and I'm talking to my friends who are Falcon fans because I'm from Atlanta. And I told him, I said, hey, look, Emeka Egbuka is a dog.
Yep.
And I went to the Falcons game when we played them in Atlanta, and I told him, I said, hey, man, this guy is special. Watch, we're going to win the game because of this guy. I said that before we even kicked off for week 1. And, you know, they were like, no, he's not this. I was like, listen, this guy is special.
Yep.
And it's just today, come on, man, coming home. I mean, he could have had butterflies in his stomach. 7 for 163 in the TD at pretty much wide receiver 1 today.
Yep.
And I know they were missing Devin Witherspoon, but the home field advantage kind of makes up for the lack of players that they have on the field, right? That's why we play on the road.
Sure.
I'm impressed with what we're doing in the first quarter of the season.
Tremendous.
I've been a Buccaneers fan since the year 2000. I'm 37. This is the only team that I've ever rooted for. I rooted for the Steelers when I was a little bit younger, but this is the only team that I ever bought jerseys for, only team that I ever rooted for, every team I ever traveled for. And this is by far the most fun I've had watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. The Super Bowl team was really good when we got out of our bye week.
Yep. And
then leading into the next year, I thought, and that's what's so special about the NFL. I thought we were the best team in the NFL in our Super Bowl defense. I thought that 13-win team with Tom Brady's second year in Tampa, I thought we were the best team in the NFL. Unfortunately, Tristan Wirfs gets hurt against Philly in that wild card round.
Chris Godwin gets hurt and Antonio Brown quits. Or you're talking about a second straight Super Bowl. Agree with you. Probably the best offense.
Really think we went back-to-back Super Bowls.
I agree.
Completely
agree, man. Completely agree with that.
I thought that was probably the best Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that I've ever watched every Sunday. But this team is fun. And but I mentioned to a few Buccaneers fans after last. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep you, man.
No, man, you ain't keeping me. That's good, man. Good Bucs talk. I love it, Corey. Don't be a stranger, man. Go ahead.
I appreciate it, man. But I follow the Loose Cannons, and we're really good friends. And I call into their shows all the time. We talk. We go on their trips. And I told them, I said, the next year, after last year, I told them, I said, the next evolution of Baker Mayfield is the maturity. I want to be able to get the ball late in games and be comfortable with my quarterback. And after the Falcons game, I kind of was like, okay, I'm going to give them another game. And then we went to Houston and won it. I mean, guys, I don't think people realize we're 3-0 on the road, guys.
Yes.
We're 3-0
with all the injuries, and I know who this is. Is this Corey Richardson? Is this who this is?
Yeah.
I know who you are. I know who you are, man. I follow you on Twitter. You do good stuff, dude.
Okay.
I do, man. I appreciate the call. Don't be a stranger on this show. In fact,
man, I didn't know. I definitely won't be a stranger, man.
Yeah, man.
I definitely will not be a stranger.
Yes, I know who you are, man. You do good. I see your tweets. I know you're a passionate Bucs fan. I love passionate Bucs fans. Anytime, you're always welcome to call this show. We do Monday and Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. We kind of change the time, and we allow our Bucs fans to call in twice because, listen, I want you guys to call in. And you know I listened to sports radio when I was younger, and I always had something else to say. You couldn't call the show twice. Well, I give you that opportunity. So definitely don't be a stranger, my friend.
Yes. I appreciate it. I'm going through and I hate to be personal, but I'm going through a tough divorce right now. But I was starting a podcast called Wait a Bucket Minute.
Okay.
And I'm still doing that as well.
Okay.
And but being able to have this outlet to talk about my Buccaneers is amazing because it's stress relief.
Yes.
And I really appreciate it. I'm definitely going to be calling in, man. You have another show tomorrow as well. I got to make sure I follow you. So
Yes, follow me, follow, like, friend me on Facebook at Peter H. Blake. Follow me on YouTube, the Sports Web. Facebook stars are open, YouTube Super Chats if you love the content. And of course, follow me on X, Twitter, whatever they call it, P Blake 1003. I think it's at the Sports Web. Follow me there. We're on. We talk Bucs football. We do away watch parties here locally. I don't know if you're local or not. But if you are, 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa, we do this for Bucs fans. Well, it's too bad. You got to get down here.
I'm going to free up the line.
Okay.
I'm going to free up the line.
I appreciate it.
I don't want fans to rest on their laurels on how important of a win it is. It's the NFL, guys. We only get 8 road games, and we're almost halfway through, and we're 3-0 on the road.
Agreed.
I don't want people to understate that and under-celebrate that. We are 3-0 on the road. Baker Mayfield, for me, is the front runner for MVP. I know Josh Allen is pretty good this year, and he won it last year, so obviously he'll have the votes going forward because they're undefeated. But Baker Mayfield, for me, is the MVP of the NFL.
Yeah.
It's not another quarterback doing what he's doing. With we're winning these games because of Baker. And Baker Mayfield, man, he's amazing.
He is amazing. You think he's in the MVP conversation? I mean, that's going to be my question on social media. Is Baker Mayfield the MVP?
Baker Mayfield is number one because of the teams that Buffalo has played. They've played really bad teams. Yeah. Baker Mayfield, if you want to be an objective football fan, he is number one in the MVP. I'm sorry. He's number one.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying it as a Buccaneers fan, man.
Yeah.
We've won these games, and we really could have won last week, being down 24-3. We could have won that game.
Yeah.
But it's the NFL, and we can't keep starting off slow because some teams are better than others. Okay. This was before I go, I'm sorry. Josh Grizzard, great game call, great game plan.
Agree.
It was a great.
I mean, I think he deserves credit, and I think there's a lot of Bucs fans out there that are questioning his play calling ability. You saw it today on full display, and I think it has to do with well, it's not only him grow into it, but doesn't it help to have a guy like Tristan Wirfs who solidifies your offensive line at that point?
Does he not solidify the whole offense?
Come on.
I mean, my God.
Come on.
One player on the whole line completely solidified the offense.
Yes, exactly.
Is that guy not special or what?
Yes, we spoke with. Listen,
first ballot today if he wanted to play.
I love the kid because I spoke with him a couple months ago at a Tampa Expo, and he came up. He saw what I was doing, and he was giving me daps, and we got a chance to talk for about 4 or 5 minutes.
I've never bought an offensive lineman's jersey, but I don't know how I can keep not buying his.
It's either Tristan Wirfs or Paul Gruber if you're a Bucs fan at this point, right? I mean, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. All right, Corey, don't be a stranger. Right. Always welcome. I know I love what the loose cannons do. I love what Sammer, Ali there. They do great stuff. Stank Bastard. I love what those guys do. But there is something here for you also on the Sports Web. So you're always welcome, my friend.
I need it. I need it, brother.
Well, listen, get over that divorce. I don't understand it because I've never been married before, but I know it can be trying times. And that's why I always tell Bucs fans, this is personal to me. I'm going through things, but this is a great outlet for Bucs fans going through things here. So we got you covered, my friend. We'll take your mind off of all of it, all right?
I'll call back tomorroll. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, man. Sounds good, Corey. Appreciate the call, man. All right, good stuff. Let me give him the Ric Flair right there. Let's give it to him. Woo! And we'll give him a little – I love doing that. I just hit my arm on the microphone. I went so hard on with that. Let's go on to Instagram Live here. The trainer Mike, huge win for the crew. Tampa, stand up. Absolutely stand up. Bucs North there. Crazy game that it was. Bucs North from Costa Rica. I believe that is that Greg Cruz again on Instagram. Sometimes you have games like this. But Zion has been horrible when it comes to tackling, not necessarily the best tackling effort for this defense overall. Zion was not good. Raina Smart says, let's go. You were awesome tonight, B-Day boy. Thank you very much for tuning in as always.
Wait up, little boy! Wait up! Yeah!
All right, let's go out to a realtor, David Zuzman. David, welcome to the Evolution.
Hello, Peter. Yes, a very, very happy day.
It is, man. 4-1. I mean, listen, with all the injuries, and I get it, you're going to come on here and say the defense wasn't good, and I tend to agree with you. You got to be better. But overall, your thoughts here, your Bucs are 4-1 after defeating the Seattle Seahawks live here from Tampa Joe's.
Yeah, so my take is going to be a little bit different. I think that the defense did remarkably well considering all the injuries. You know, like I think sometimes like people, they are not very realistic as to, you know, what's really going on. And it's not easy. So, for example, we had a rookie like Parrish who was playing really well at nickel, trying to play outside for the first time, right? So basically, we didn't have Jamel Dean. We didn't have Morrison. So, you know, it's difficult. But regardless, Servassier Dennis probably had his best game of the year. Lavonte David played, you know, like if he was like 20 years old. You know, I just think we put a lot of effort. I think the game should not have been as close as it was because, in my eyes, that pick from Antoine Winfield Jr., that was just a bullshit call for them to throw a flag on the other side of the field.
I agree.
So, yeah, so in the end of the day, I think we are doing really well. And I was wrong. You know, I got really mad when we drafted Ibuka as the first rounder. But right now, you know, I'm looking like a fool because, like, without him, we wouldn't be able to make it today. And he's playing great football, so I'm very, very happy to be wrong.
Well, that's good. And at least you're man enough to call this show and say you were wrong, because I know you didn't necessarily like the pick, but you can see now the true genius of Jason Light in that you had those wide receiving injuries last year. You were down to guys like Jalen McMillan and Sterling Shepard, but it wasn't enough. So now you get a guy that's your future who can make an impact, who's already making an impact this year. I mean, just tremendous what he's been able to do in a short period of time. And it's just amazing for a rookie to come in there and do this. And I thought, you know, him being drafted, great character from a great program, catches everything, knows how to run routes. He's the true antithesis, if you will, of what Jason Light likes. He likes the true character guy, professional, catches everything in the mold of a Chris Godwin and, of course, a Mike Evans. And I thought he would make the same impact as a Mike Evans. And sure enough, he's doing exactly that because he has to. You don't have a Mike Evans. You have Chris Godwin coming back. You don't have a Jalen McMillan. So he's had to make an impact, and he's been able to do that. And then furthermore, Tez Johnson has been a steal so far too, because when he's been asked to come in and you know, catch passes and do what he needs to do to be productive for this offense and be a contributing factor, he's been also able to do that. So tremendous on both of those. Those guys are rookies. They're not first or second year. They're not second or third year players. They're rookies, and they're doing this.
No, I agree, and I would say that Ibuka, he's our wide receiver number one.
Yeah,
I think like this year he played like a wide receiver number one.
Yep.
I also want to send my flowers to Rashad White because a lot of times I think he's underestimated, but every single time when we need him, he shows up and he plays really good football. Wirfs, because it's not easy to come back from an injury like he did and a surgery. And today he was just amazing blocks in crucial moments. So it's just like, it's really good to see people like that. And then one last thing is Todd Bowles. You know, like I absolutely hate when I see people criticizing Todd Bowles and blaming him. And I think he's just really, really underestimated. I mean, how can a guy be such a great leader that this team never gives up? You know, it doesn't matter the conditions, how many people are injured. This team has a fight in it that is really, really amazing, and that's why it's so much fun to watch all the Buccaneers games, and I'm just very happy. And go Bucs! Go Bucs!
Yeah, go Bucs. David Zuzman, don't be a stranger here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. You are a man for standing up and putting your name on it and then saying you were wrong. I love that. Definitely don't be a stranger here on the Sports Web. All right, boss?
All right.
All right.
Thank you, and go Bucs.
Yes, go Bucs. He says go Bucs, go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
Bucs, baby.
All right, so we'll wrap it up here. Well, I'll try to read all these comments, and then we'll get out of here for the night. Over 2-hour post-game edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show. I'm kind of tired, but we'll go ahead and continue to read these comments, and we'll get you out of here for the night. What are we going to do when Evans and McMillan come back? We're going to have to let somebody go or put him on the practice squad. Who at this point do you pick? Good problem to have. I'm not looking forward to that. I think it's a good problem to have, but they'll keep the guys that they need to keep. I have trust in Jason Light in this organization. We'll talk about that. Hats off to Grizzard. Great show as per usual. Peter rocks. Go Buccaneers. Absolutely. Ed says Diaby needs more Wheaties. Everyone thought Yaya was Jackie Smith. Laughed my ass off. Hey, Darnold and the Seahawks are both good. We are a better team today, and that shows considering the attrition. Let's go out to Eric Moreno. Eric, welcome to the Evolution as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now 4-1 versus the Seattle Seahawks, 38-35 in a fourth quarter thriller with Baker leading the way. Your thoughts, my friend. How do we start off the show?
Bring the passion, bring the excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense.
Yeah,
man, what a game.
That's what I'm talking
about. Yeah, what a game, man. We got to – I would say, hey, we need a turnover. We need a turnover, and then you got another one,
Yep.
And then I'm like, man, can we just finish this game?
Finish the game off because it was giving everybody a heart attack. Everybody's having heartburn. I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you.
One question: You think Evans has a chance to return this week?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to return. It would be nice for him to return, but again, do you take that chance if he's not 100%? You have wide receiver pretty much covered. Could he come back this week? I'll never rule it out. Again, not a doctor. Don't play one on TV. We'll see. We'll monitor the situation. I think there's always a chance that the Bucs feel like he's ready to go. Mike Evans wants to play for this team right now. He'll go. If not, then it'll be a couple more weeks because hamstring could be a lingering thing, and we've seen it be a lingering thing when it comes to Mike Evans' career, if that's fair.
Yeah. So, I mean, my friend said, well, we're going to win the next two games, and that Lions game, he should be pretty healthy, probably definitely have Evans by then. And then you get, Morrison back. He's probably going to miss 2 games.
Yep.
And then Dean, Bucky probably back for that Lions game. I don't know.
It's all right, man. Guys step up. Guys are stepping up at the right times, and even with the injury situation, the Bucs are finding a way to win. That's what you take out of it.
Are you expecting Gedeke to come back this year? Because during the Jets game, he was on a scooter, so I don't know if he's off the boot. Maybe by this week, maybe he plays. He's got to miss at least this game, so he's eligible to come back for the Lions game, but I don't know.
Maybe the Lions game. You're definitely going to need him back for the Lions game because who lurks. That's Aiden Hutchinson,
who got worse. So
well, absolutely killed the right side when Gedeke wasn't playing last year. So you like to get him back in the fold. We'll see how that works out. Again, it's a tricky situation. I let the Bucs handle that. We'll see. We'll monitor it. But again, you're almost to your bye week here. Once you get to that bye week, guys can get healthy. Thank God.
McMillan, Ibuka. I mean, they're like 7-8 receivers deep.
See, the season is flying, my friend. The season is flying.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
How you doing, boss? You good?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, Peter. Thank you, man.
All right, brother. All right. Well, I want you to get out here sometime to Tampa Joe's. All right. So you're more than welcome to come out.
We're that's in St. Pete, right?
It is in Tampa. 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. Get out here, Bucs fans. Get out here, webheads. Represent your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Represent the evolution of sports talk television.
All right. Thank you for being there, Peter. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, man.
Love
Appreciate you.
All
Love
right.
you too, brother.
All right.
You hang in there, all right? Your Bucs are 4-1. You be happy, all right? All
Go
right.
Bucs, man.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yes, he said go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Go Bucs. And also this.
Victory!
As I flex for you guys out there, open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Let's go out to Alvin R. Pitts. Great win, but we need to address the elephant in the room. We know the defensive coordinator is bad. The defensive guy that's calling the plays is Todd Bowles. I don't necessarily think it's all on Todd Bowles. Again, your defense has to improve. It was one of those games. I think the defense played well last week. So do I think it's injuries? Yeah, I think it's injuries. Do you have to get more pressure on the quarterback? Yes, that is the elephant in the room. Baker versus Mac Jones, going to be a good one, Jawan. Absolutely agree with that. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Master Peter, the NFL wants the quarterback to have the curated sack experience. Yes, that's very true. Van House for life. You laugh out loud. Just kidding. Yeah, I see. Are the Rays going to keep cash? Yes, they will. Scott Broadway, also go Gators, also went over Texas. I know you Gator fans are out there. We have to make a pass rusher before we have to trade for a pass rusher before the deadline facts. We'll see. We'll see if they do that. Great call. Thank you. Talk about the penalty minutes. Wow, absolutely. Tim, go Bucs. 4-1. On to the next.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
On to the next. I love that old Jay-Z song. On to the next one. Yes.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Yes. All right. Van House for life. Bucs need to play less zone coverage. Where's Kyle Trask even? He's not doing anything. Baker's playing like he has direct TV. Very good. Bucs need to start charging Trask. Rent sitting on the bench. He's no longer with the team. Teddy Bridgewater's team now. Another close game, but it is a win. Yes, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
It is a close one. Peter has the best show in Tampa Bay. Where is Tampa Bay Ray? He's not here today. We invited him out. He's handling family business. Harry's handling family business. We got him on the pregame show. We love it. Seminoles will beat Pittsburgh next week. I think that's what you're saying. Gators won. Arch who? Christopher Cole. Such a sloppy game on Sunday Night Football. Okay. Can we get a new video game clip, Peter, for the Seahawks? Yaya and Reddick are overrated. We need them to play better to make a deep playoff run. Agree with that, Virgin Boys.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
They're overrated, but they definitely got to play better. And if you want to make a deep playoff run, agree. I saw the commercials for Good Greek on the feed. The flag on the AWJ pick was a complete yes, it was. Let's go out to Ed. You saw Jacob's shirt was ripped from the receiver pulling. Virgin Boys, Dennis has been horrible so far this year. Not necessarily great for him. I don't think it was that bad this game. If Baker keeps the turnovers down, he will be MVP candidate. Agreed. King Cook, Yaya was lost all day so much he dropped a gimme pick 6. King, again, we can deal with the stress way better after a win. Mike D. Roche's right there. Who cares if they call you a homer? Screw them. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy.
Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
There you go. Carl says, great show, Peter H. Blake Late. Happy birthday now. Let's go get the 49ers. Agree with that. Ed says, can you use another call if I want to talk schedule? I guess I'll allow it. I was about to get out of here. Never any doubt. Big money right there. Chase. Yes, Chase McLaughlin. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy.
Go Bucs. Yeah! Go Bucs.
How about them Bucks?
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs. There we go right there as I'm wrapping this up. Mike D. Roche. Gus Swayze had a hell of a game passing. Ha, ha, ha. Riller to David Zuzman. I agree with Peter. Team culture is important. Todd Bowles is a great leader. The team was decimated by injuries in the last 4 weeks, and he's still finding ways to keep us competitive. Exactly. King Cook, Ibuka was routing fools all day long on his homecoming. it all goes back to draft day when Emeka got the call and he said, let's get it, baby. I'm ready for it all. You got to love that.
Oh, yeah.
Go out to King Cook again. O-line looked great today. Wirfs makes such a difference. Does he not? Does he not? Is he not the best tackle in the league? Is he not the best offensive lineman in the league? I would say he is. Realtor David Zuzman. Wirfs did some amazing game-changing blocks. King Cook and the 12th man was rocking. No false starts on offense. Was getting more and more dialed in. Love that. We didn't even mention that. They didn't have that go.
Oh, yeah.
King Cook, facts. Big shout out to Parrish for stepping up in a major role today. Shadowing Smith all game. Agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Cole, Jalen Hurts is not clutch when it gets behind in the game. King Cook, yeah, AB quitting hurt us so much that year. Godwin doesn't get hurt. He gets targeted by the dirty Saints team in 2021. Agree with that.
Yes!
So you probably have a second Super Bowl. Corey, I'm in Greenbelt, South Carolina. Let's link up. There you go. Salute to Corey. I hear you all on the Bucs platforms. Love that guy. Absolutely, King Cook. Just remember, folks, national media is still going to hate on us tomorrow. So don't let it distract you from enjoying a victory. Victory! Good stuff there. Let's go out to David. Buffalo is struggling against the Pats right now. Allen isn't doing anything. King Cook, Wirfs is a dog. Give him the gold jacket. Facts, game changer. Ed Kirby, we acquired a first overall pick just 5 years after his draft, the first-year deal, 4.75, genius. Corey Richardson, see ya. All love, bro, right there. It's all love here on the Evolution. Great call, Corey. Killed it. Ed says Zion had some good plays. Christopher Cole, Wirfs blocking the DB with one hand and moving on the other was epic stuff. Ed again, Peter is the reporter of the fans. You're a Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And, of course, Bucs fans, it's your time. I think the Bucs are more excited with Mayfield than when Tom Brady was here. As I go back to my friend Paul Stewart from BuckPower.com over there in the UK, he said Baker Mayfield is the most inspirational quarterback in Bucs history. I think it's a great question that a lot of Bucs fans would definitely answer. Sterling was a great pickup, that he was. King, when we get Luke back, McMillan and MK13, better watch out. We the Thunder, the Sports Web is still live. What a win today. The team is never out of the game. Baker for MVP. Agree. Go Bucs.
Right up, Will Bucs.
Go Bucs. Yeah! Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs?
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs. There we go right there. Let's go out to King Cook. We can't rush MK13 back. Let him rest. Wide receiver has to shut him down because we know MK13 is always going to try to play. We need him for a long haul. King again. Grizzard versus Salah. Shanahan versus Foot. Great play calling matchups coming. That is a great point. Good stuff there. Let's go out to Sergio here. No pass rush. Special teams coverage awful, but a great win. Again, things you have to work on. I agree with you on that. Special teams was a mixed bag because Chase McLaughlin was really good, and I thought Riley Dixon punted the ball, especially pinning him back there at the 1. 4-1, like I said.
Oh, yeah.
Go Bucs, says Wayne Rhodes. Go Bucs.
Wait up, Will Bucs. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
Go Bucs. Yeah! Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs?
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs. All right, so thank you very much, Wayne, for that. Lamar, such a great game. Peter H. Blake, absolutely. Lamar again. Let's go, Buccaneers. Fire those cannons.
Fire the cannon.
With the solid defensive turnover in the end to help us solidify the win. And last comment of the night, King Cook, thanks a lot for tuning in there on the YouTube. And Baker is not turning the ball over. So, again, to recap, Bucs win in thrilling fashion in the fourth quarter. Several lead changes in the second half. They 3 lead changes, 3 game ties there. But Baker Mayfield, the story of the day, 29 for 33, 379, 2 touchdowns, 85% completion percentage. Emeka Egbuka also leading the way when it comes to rookies, most likely the offensive rookie of the year already. 7 catches for 163. Cade Otton, I told you he would step up. 4 catches for 81, and Tez Johnson 4 for 59. The guy on the spot for defense, as they gave up a lot of points, and Todd Bowles wasn't like that, but sometimes it happens. Levante David with a crucial interception caused by pressure from who else? Antoine Winfield Jr. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow night here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television at 9 o'clock talking about the Bucs being 4-1. And remember, tune in on Monday, Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock with yours truly, along with Harry the Greek, professional handicapper extraordinaire. And we will be live here once again when it comes to the evolution of sports talk television for away watch parties for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. As always, thanks a lot to everybody participating and calling in because you make it worth the while. That's the reason why we're able to go over 2.5 hours with a sports talk show, commercial-free. Again, like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube. Friend me on Facebook at Peter H. Blake and do 3 things as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now sitting at 4-1. The San Francisco 49ers are next. 4:25 game. We got you live at What the Buck tailgate before the game and after on the field. 3 things. You know them, you love them, you got to have them. So here it is. Bring the passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And for Bucs fans of the Sports Web and the Tampa Bay Sports Fan, it's your time. Bucs win 38-35, another thriller in the fourth quarter. We'll see you on tomorrow night, the evolution of sports talk television, as we always say here on this show. Go Bucs.